Define those travels as you always can. What's going on, everybody? I was traveling recently. What's going on, everyone? Welcome, Gogletites, Goglings, Gogorifics, Gog Peoples, Goggles, Gog Types. It's good to see everybody. I hope everyone is doing well, and welcome to episode 99 of Pen and Pixels. I am your host, Arvin Eleron, and it is my great pleasure to be with you for the next 3 hours as we continue with Star Trek Judgment Rites. Before we get there, though, just a couple of reminders about things. If you haven't already done so, please consider following the GOG channel, because that would be super awesome if you could do that. Please make sure to check out make sure to subscribe to the channel if you can. It is September, so you have until tomorrow. I'm pretty sure tomorrow is the last day to subscribe. If you're subscribing for the first time, it's only half off. So you can subscribe to this channel or any channel on Twitch for half off the normal cost, any tier, and you can get a chance to use some of the awesome emotes that you folks see out there, which would be wunderbar. And then last but certainly not least, make sure to check us out individually as well. We have all our individual channels and subscription systems and Patreons and things like that we do. And it would be awesome if you could support us in that way as well. And of course, most importantly, thank you all for being here. I am back from Canada. I was in Ottawa over the weekend at CanCon, which was really awesome. I really enjoyed that convention. A lot of really good panels. Got a chance to be on 2 panels and do a reading and do a workshop, and that was all great. Even got a chance to stream some D&D from Ottawa and met a couple of my regular viewers there and all that, so that was good. And that's my last convention of the year. I have a con. I might be going to PAX Unplugged, which is down in Philadelphia, but that's not official. That would be just me going because it's going to be awesome. So my next convention is not until next February, when the February 2018, when I will be going to Farpoint, Baltimore. So I'm going to be here for a while, and the schedule should be pretty consistent and normal and all that kind of good stuff. We are finishing up with Star Trek Judgment Rites, and that is happening today or tomorrow, or today or next session, I should say. Either this week or next week will be the conclusion to Star Trek Judgment Rites. And then after that, I'm going to be doing a series of Vaporum. I'm going to be doing Vaporum for a while. Then after that, I may be doing a series of Crosscode, which is a really cool game that actually the developer reached out to me and talked to me about being interested maybe in playing it. I had a chance to try a little bit of it, and it is pretty cool, so I might try that. And then when that is done, or if I don't choose to do that, then we'll be moving on to Divinity Original Sin 2. And I'll be doing the first portion of that. Basically, I'm going to be playing that for a while. If people get sick of it, if I get sick of it, then I may move away from Divinity Original Sin, and I would basically hand it off at that point to Kilgore, who would take over the second half. But we'll see how that goes. But over the next set of things, that's basically what we're looking for as well. You played more, and it's so good. Yeah, I saw a couple of other people playing it too, 8-bit. It looks pretty sweet. I mean, I love Legend of Grimrock, so basically Legend of Grimrock plus steampunk equals pretty automatic. I'm pretty psyched to give it a try. And yeah, next week, folks, for this, actually, let me pull off the, let me put on my webcam. Hold on a second. There we go. Hello, everybody. Wow, is that bright? Hold on a second. Let me calm down that webcam just a trifle. Hold on a second. That's a little overboard. Let's drop that down some, because it's real bright in my room. That's more like it. Good God almighty. That's more like it. Hi, everyone. How do you like to feel when you're blown away by that picture in the room? But yes, so what the heck was I talking about? I was talking about Vaporum, Grimrock, Vaporum. The heck was I talking about? The stream anniversary. That's what it was. Good grief. For a second, my mind just completely blanked. Yes, next week is the 100th episode of Pen and Pixels, and which is hard for me to believe, but yeah, it's going to be 100 episodes next week, and so we'll have to think of something. Maybe I will, especially if I finish Judgment Rites this week or close to it, then maybe next week I'll wrap up Judgment Rites, and then maybe I'll do like a special reading or something like that. I'll have to think about that. But yeah, because episode 100, that's pretty cool. There are a lot of sitcoms that never got to 100 episodes. Even this thing that we are playing, Star Trek, never got to 100 episodes, I don't believe. I think there were more episodes in a season then, but I want to say that there were maybe like 25 maybe per season. So they only had 3 seasons. They never got to 100 episodes. So we have outlived even the original Star Trek. which I think is that's good to see. But anyway, I hope everyone is doing well, and I hope you guys are excited for some more Star Trek Judgment Rites. I've been having a great time with this game, and it was actually the first game that I ever played was Star Trek 25th Anniversary, which is the prequel to this game. So I am more than pleased to be able to continue playing it and to stream it live for all of you. Yeah, 78 sounds about right. I think it's something like that, Chris. Yeah, I think that's right, somewhere around there. So 78 episodes, which is, more episodes. I mean, today the seasons today are way too fast. Like seasons, they're like 10, they're like, all right, we're over. Like season 1 is finished. I'm like, what? Season is 1 a year. Okay. Season is not, you don't get 2 seasons in a year. It doesn't work that way. You have 1 season. It's it. So anyway, 79 episodes. Yeah. Okay. 79. That wasn't bad. I said around 75. So I'm fairly pleased with 79 as being that way. So yes, 79 episodes. And a lot of people argue that these games that I've been playing are kind of continuing the series in a way. And they do feel very Star Trek-y, which I think is pretty neat. So, and I wish there were more of them, but there's only this one as far as the original series is concerned. So with that said, let us go and continue to play as we move on with Judgment Rites. Let's do it. Alrighty. And give to me my D&D. Oh, we've got a streamer introduction? Okay, hold on a second. Let's see what we've got. Streamer introduction. Ah, thank you, Miranda. I appreciate the compliment. I'm not sure that I could live up to that, but okay. Final travel on board the USS Enterprise alongside our Captain Wilson. Time to really define those travels on the endless road known as space in episode 99. We are closing in on 100. By Spock, aren't we getting old? Yeah, amen to that. All give a grand salute to Arvin Eleron for his touring journey through the Judgment Rites with us Gog-Ladates. Play wise and prosperous, while in real life we should live long and prosper. And a quote to start the finale with, nothing is so strong as gentleness, and nothing is so gentle as real strength. That's very sweet and very true, and I thank you, sir, as always, for your introductions. Thank you, sir. I appreciate that very much. Thank you. I don't know, 8-Bit, there were times when he's like, do you see that? Actually, Kirk does give one, I mean, he gives a couple, but he gives one in particular tremendous speech. And it's in the episode, which you guys probably know about. You know about it's kind of a meme, Spock's beard, which comes from the episode Mirror, Mirror, where they're transported because of a transporter accident. They end up in a parallel universe where the Federation basically is kind of like the Romulans. They're sort of kind of this empire that's driven by fear and, so on, and not sort of the friendly, kindly, gentle Federation that we know in our own world. And Spock has a goatee and a beard. But Kirk gives a tremendous speech at the end of that episode, and so that's definitely worth it. So I like Next Gen, but see, for me, it's all about the original series because I grew up watching reruns of that with my dad on a black and white television in the late 70s. So for me, it's always going to kind of be about the original series. I really love the original series. I like Next Gen too, but I feel like the Next Gen doesn't, to me, have as much of a memorable sort of connection. And then we were just talking the other day about Voyager. I think was underrated. I think Voyager had some good episodes. I think Deep Space Nine is okay, although I think people who love Deep Space Nine tend to be the same people who love Babylon 5. And I was only okay. I thought Babylon 5 was okay. I didn't love it. So I thought Deep Space Nine was okay. I liked some of the characters on it. And then Enterprise. Anyway, but those other ones, original series, Next Gen, DS9, and Voyager were interesting. And I actually have not had a chance to watch Discovery. I've heard many good things about it, though. So I need to give it a try, but not now. So let's do it. Garbage. I don't know. I have not heard that. Most of my friends have not said it's garbage. Most of my friends really liked it, so whatever that's worth. Nope.
Load a previously saved game.
That's what we want. Okay, starting mission 7. I think we were here. Let's do it. Okay.
Adabis is located in the Klingon neutral zone. The Federation won the colonization rights for that planet as per the Organian Peace Treaty. Both Federation and Klingon ships are allowed there.
Oh yeah, there was some distress signal, I think.
Adibus, a small colony planet in the Klingon neutral zone near the Klingon border. Both Klingon and Federation ships are allowed in this entry as the Organian Treaty is in effect.
There you go, Mirinda. Okay, well, we'll see, Zergy. I'm going to at least give it a try and see. Okay. So we've got to go to Adibus. But if we're going to go to Adibus, we have got to pull up the map. Adibus is almost all the way up to the right. Adibus is... That's not Adibus. That is. Let's do it.
Alien ship in sensor range. I detect one Klingon battlecruiser on a parallel course.
Oh, that's a problem. Get the shields up.
The Klingon commander is hailing us.
On screen.
Greetings, Enterprise. Welcome to Adibus. I am Captain Kla.
What are you doing here? And I am Captain Kirk. Greetings yourself. I take it that this is not your vessel. What are you doing here?
What are you doing here?
Given that the disputed planet Adibus has not yet been awarded to either side, we have as much right to be here as you. I do hope you understand that an alien vessel in our neutral zone is a matter of legitimate concern. I apologize if it seems confrontational. This is not the time for battle. I mean only to defend Klingon interest.
Sure.
Diplomatically, if possible. That is sufficient for a formal introduction. Kla, out!
Well, it never rains, but pours. Mr. Sulu, take us into a parallel course with the alien ship.
Aye, aye, Captain.
This should be interesting. Yeah, I hear you, X5. Alright.
No response from the alien ship, sir. Perhaps their communication system is malfunctioning? The Klingons regret that they are too busy to resume communications at this time.
Yeah, I'll bet they regret that. Let's talk about...
Klingons, a humanoid life form whose home world is Kling. Klingons' culture is based on the principle of survival of the fittest, either through guile or physical force. Principles of honor permeate the culture, belief system, and actions of the Klingon race. Negotiations over planets in the disputed area have been slowly advancing, hindered by recent Klingon technological exchanges with the Romulans.
Yeah, which is not great. Okay. We have no Klar, huh?
Sensors appear to be experiencing malfunctions. Fascinating. Some anomalous readings are reoccurring. That would indicate that the ship itself is changing in unexpected ways. I have no explanation for the phenomenon. I have found at least one area that is suitable for transport.
Alright. Let's go freak people out then, which is clearly what's going to happen here. We're going to save this first.
Replace previous.
Alright, also, I want to get rid of some of these extra games.
Save new game. Replace delete previous game.
Okay, we're going to delete that.
Save new game. Replace delete previous.
We're going to delete that.
Save new game. Replace delete previous.
We're going to delete that.
Save new. Replace delete previous.
Okay,
Save new game.
there we go. Alright, we saved it as continuing. Alright, let's head over there.
We're beaming aboard the alien vessel. Have Dr. McCoy
What's up,
meet us
Crows?
in the transporter room. Spock, come with me. Lieutenant Uhura, if its communication system is malfunctioning, then we'll need you.
Yes, Captain.
Mr. Scott, you have the con.
Grinagog watches everything, eyes shining brightly. His legs are pulled up off the floor and he hugs his knees. An enormous grin never leaves his face.
Grinagog?
This person is staring at the surface of the table in front of him, blinking from time to time. His complexion is sallow and he seems tired. He never looks up, but occasionally flicks away a speck of dust from the otherwise spotless table.
What the hell is going on here? Hi?
I'm Captain James T. Kirk of the Starship Enterprise. What's going on here? Who's in charge?
Nobody's really in charge. Maybe the phase. That's one of the things that makes me so nervous. Nobody's really in charge. I try to take charge of little things like making sure the lights work. I don't like the dark. Are you gonna be in charge now? Maybe you should talk to the phase first.
The phase? What's the phase?
What's the phase? Would you prefer the lamp station they called the planet On? The Klingon race, their home planet, On. Okay, also my webcam, now that the lights have actually been restored to normal. I need to get that improved. Hang on 1 second. Okay, give me 1 second here. Lovely. That's better. Thank you for bearing with me. Alright, what's
Why
the
don't
phase?
you just tell me what's going on here? If you need help, the Federation has many resources.
Thanks, 6-5.
Would you tell me about this ship? Why are you going to land in a town on Atibus? Why didn't you respond to our hail? The phase? What's the phase?
Start with that.
We contemplate our phase. Some of our people think they're the ones who keep everything going. Sometimes they tell us things to do. They remind some people when to eat. Otherwise, they'd forget. I don't forget, but that's because I'm smart. If you want to, you can probably talk to the phase in the oratory. The builders built the oratory. The room there to the south, they built the garden north. If you're hungry or if your head ain't feeling right, there's food and such in the hall. Through there, the west door. The rest hall is through the east door, but you might have to wait for one of the beds. The builders were just so logical. They thought of everything. You can go anywhere.
You know, Jim, I don't think there's much more he can tell us. I can take a tricorder reading on him if you think it's appropriate.
Yes, I do.
I don't think I can do anything for him, Jim. I'm not even sure there's anything particularly wrong with him. He appears to be anxious, but not so much that I feel chemical intervention is appropriate.
Okay. When I want your opinion, I'll ask for it. I'm telling you. Medical tricorder, damn it.
His mental activity is very high, but doesn't seem pathologic, Jim. Respiratory activity indicates a high degree of anxiety by comparison with others of his race. Now, that much stress is unhealthy if this is a chronic state.
Not quite yet, Miranda, I don't think.
Slightly undernourished, sluggish pulmonary and circulatory conditioning. Doesn't get nearly enough exercise, I'd say. Brainwave activity uneven. I'd need a battery of tests to be sure. This is a complete new race after all, but he may be suffering from some blood chemistry imbalances, likely to be affecting his mind.
Alright, that's lovely. What does he have to say for himself?
Go away! You're breathing on my table. Go away! You'll get it dirty. I can't stand a dirty table.
I want to push that.
A comfortable-looking room suited for small gatherings of people.
What about this?
A potted plant. A table. A comfortable-looking room suited for... A potted plant. A potted plant.
Lots of potted plants.
A sturdy, simple chair. A set of books.
Nice table.
Alright. So, let's save it. Let's check out more.
New game. Replace previous.
I kind of liked that song, though. That particular sequence, I kind of liked. What is with these inmates?
Hi there, I'm Captain James T. Kirk of the Starship Enterprise. Who are you?
I'm Stan Bob. Did my mom say I could talk to you?
Why, yes, she did. What can you tell us about things going on here? No, not exactly. We'd like to know what you can tell us about things going on here, though. I don't know that we've seen your mother. Still, if you can tell us something about what's going on here, we would appreciate knowing it. Why, yes, she did. What?
I don't think my mom would want me to talk to you. Please go away and stop bothering me.
Hi there, remember me?
I don't think I should talk to you.
I'm going to reload that and try one other thing. Yeah. But see, the thing is, because it's Kirk's sort of early days, I kind of get it. Like, I get what they were doing with that a little bit.
Hi there, I'm Captain James T. Kirk.
I'm Stan Bob.
Why, yes, she did. No, I don't know that we've seen your mother. Still, if you...
I don't think my mom would...
Okay, so it doesn't matter. All right, let's take a look and see what we've got here.
Captain Kirk is not impressed with the housekeeping skills of the people living in this room.
I know, right, Miranda? I was wondering about that.
A youngster is sitting alone, quietly playing. Captain Kirk is not
Let's tricorder this guy.
This individual is a juvenile in good condition, although mildly undernourished. There's no immediate danger, but there's some traits that should be watched. He's healthy now, both mentally and physically, but he's at some risk if he's put under too much stress.
Great. I imagine we won't have to put him under stress at all. That will never happen. Wait a second.
a narrow bed, a bit mussed up. It looks as much like a place for enforced cryosleep during a long space flight as a place to sleep for the night.
I need some donuts to fix the lithium matrix. What's up, Servo?
I don't recognize you, you strangers! Rackaback, Gormagon, you recognize these people?
No, Tuscan, we sure don't.
Keep them away. Keep them away from me. They'll hurt us. They're out to get us, I tell you. Have I ever been wrong?
No, Tuscan, you kept us safe, and we keep you safe. We won't let them get you.
You people don't want to come any closer. Honest, I don't want to have to hurt any of you. It's just that Tuscan won't like it. I hope you don't mind, but you really have got to stay back.
Protect me. They're after me.
We'll hurt you, so just stay back.
We really don't want to hurt you, you know, but you gotta stay back.
The tricorder informs me that the Klingon boarding crew has just beamed into the adjacent room.
Great. Super. This is going well.
Kirk. I am Kla, captain of the Paul-Ya. This is my aide.
These Klingons are so innovative in their introductions.
Shh. I'm Captain James T. Kirk, commanding the USS Enterprise. These are my crew, Science Officer Spock, Lieutenant Uhura, and Dr. McCoy. What can I do for you, Captain Clark?
You can avoid interfering with me or my man as we look around the ship, the same as you. And with the same air of mutual goodwill, we will avoid interfering with your activities.
This is gonna go great.
Unless we have cause to think your actions in some way threaten us or the Empire we represent.
We do not threaten the Klingon Empire, Captain Clark, nor its legitimate representatives.
Then there will be no difficulties between us, will there? We will leave you to your investigations now and carry on our own. You won't mind if we're in the room, will you?
We'd consider it a mark of our mutual respect, Captain, if you don't get in our way, and we won't get in yours.
Great. These are here. The Klingons are here.
Save new game.
Replace previous.
What we got?
Gormagon is one of the healthier individuals on this ship. Except for emotional stress, probably the result of being bullied by his buddies here. He's reasonably sound in mind and body. If I had to, I'd feel confident about treating him medically. Like so many others aboard this ship, he's the victim of developmental genetic damage. A chromosomal misalignment induces a greater inclination to violence. I wouldn't feel confident enough to treat him medically without the full database of the Enterprise systems.
Can I do that from across the room?
Jim, he has fairly extensive brain damage and may be causing paranoid delusions. It's also resulting in increased levels of hostility.
I notice.
His adrenaline levels run quite high, and there's been organ damage from the extreme stress.
Great.
A fuzzy animal-shaped toy that looks a bit like a bear. A room which appears to be dedicated to leisure and recreational activities. At least that's what you can see past the crowd of people.
I'm obviously going to have to talk to that dude at some point.
An overturned toy box. Pieces of wood and plastic. They were originally part of a toy.
I imagine if I try to take their teddy bear, they're not going to be very happy about it.
I listened to my brother Rackaback and to my friend Tuscan. They say we have to protect this room and keep anyone from getting into it. Tuscan's afraid.
Watch what you say, Gormagon. You know I trust you.
He's just afraid, that's all.
I'm more interested in a good fight than in talking. I don't care who you say you are. You're evil monsters in disguise. You want to get by me and the only people I can trust. You want to get into the back of my brain. You want to rewire me and change the way I think. Go away. Go away! Go away! Or we'll hurt you and make you go away.
Well,
Save new game.
I'd say
Replace
conversation
previous.
here is going to be interesting. Can I take this?
If you want the bear, you'll have to beat me at this game of chess.
Okay.
No effect. No effect.
A complex situation.
Beat him, Spock.
However, check and mate.
Yeah.
How'd you do that?
He cheated you, brother. He must have cheated you.
No, that's a legal move. Here, take the bear. I promised, and I do what I say.
Exactly, Maze.
I think it's a dumb game. That's what I think of this game. I think it's a dumb game. That's what I think of this game.
I have to admit,
Save
there's been an
new game.
occasional moment where I felt like doing that to a chessboard.
Replay. Delete previous. Replace previous game. Delete. Cancel. Save new game.
All right.
Jim, given the mental states of these people, the less damage we do to their environment, the better.
In other words, Doctor, if we don't need something for our mission, we shouldn't touch it.
That's my recommendation.
This reminds me of some people's quarters at the academy.
Yours, perhaps?
I wasn't about to name any of those.
Okay. So we got a bear. I'm not sure that that's going to help us, but it's some work.
A fuzzy animal-shaped toy that looks a bit like a bear.
More than a bit. All right.
A room which appears to be dedicated. Tuscan is a rather mangy-looking individual of middle age. His hair is wildly disordered and his eyes wide and wary. He seems skittish and likely to burst into flight or fight mode at the smallest incentive.
Skittish is putting it mildly. All right, so we've explored that. Let's head out this way. Keep heading out this way. Oh, wait a second. I wonder if he wants the bear. Go back. Will you talk to us if I give you the bear? I have a really awesome bear for you.
I'm not going to talk to you.
Even with this awesome bear? Perhaps you haven't seen this bear. Alright. Alright, let's try going farther west. Hello?
I'm Captain James T. Kirk of the Starship Enterprise.
Hey, what's up, the croissant?
Jacobsy. What can you tell me about this place, Jacobsy? Can I play with the blocks, Jacobsy? Can you smile for me, Jacobsy? Is there something you want, Jacobsy? What can you tell me about this place, Jacobsy?
The sweet-faced adult shakes his head no.
I'm Captain James T. Kirk of the Starship Enterprise.
Jacobsy.
What can you tell me about this place, Jacobsy? Can I play with the blocks, Jake? Can you smile for me, Jacobsy?
The sweet-faced adult shakes his head no.
Okay, so I obviously have to talk to this dude.
Methinks
Hey,
you
D underscore.
should know your place and speak only when royalty speaks first to you.
My apologies, H. Rioli.
Methinks you peasants.
This individual appears somewhat elderly, but he holds his head proudly and his shoulders are thrown back. He nods benignly at you and a yellowish crown slips down a little lower on his brow. He clenches a short silvery rod with a bulbous tip firmly in one hand.
Okay.
A piece of cloth. A book. This appears to be a room to...
Wonder if you're going to ask me to go.
Methinks you peasants.
Alright, let's tricorder this guy.
Remember, this is a new race, Captain. While these people are clearly humanoid, I may not have all the answers. This individual is a bit elderly, but not in too bad shape when you take that into account. He seems to be suffering some brain lesions that might be genetically linked. Nerve degeneration in the lower back. I believe this person has reached adulthood physically, Jen. But brain activity scans suggest he may have suffered a failure to mature intellectually.
Okay. I'm gonna guess I can't take
I don't
this.
see how these can help us, Captain.
No effect.
He's not gonna like this.
Although evidently an adult, Jakesy looks as stricken as any child, his eyes filling with fearful tears.
My blocks. Don't take nice blocks, please.
Captain, I don't think it would be right to take these away from him.
Perhaps we could find something he'd take in exchange, Captain.
The adult with a youngster's mind holds his arms out to you.
I got that covered.
Soft. Nice. You get blocks now?
He gathers together the blocks and
Yeah,
gives
I got
them
blocks.
out to you.
Hell yeah.
You get blocks now?
He smiles broadly as you take the blocks.
Alright. Now we have blocks. I don't suppose we know anything what to do with the blocks.
Multicolored blocks, suitable for a child to play with.
Alright. So, let's save
new
it.
Game. Replace previous game.
Alright, what else we got? Oh, wait a second, wait a second, wait a second. Don't leave, don't leave, don't leave, don't leave, don't leave, don't leave. We'll be right back, whoever you are. Yeah. Hello, George. Which way did he go, George? Oh, nice, Croissant. Yeah, I really, really love the original series. I really do.
This appears to be a room to... No effect.
I'm glad you're enjoying it. It's
No
not, you know, it's not perfect.
I don't see how these can...
It's not perfect, but it's got a lot going for it, I think. Okay. Let's chat, lady. Hello.
We are just here to look around, Captain. I'm sure you don't mind.
Would it matter if we did?
Your doctor's discourtesy, though indirect, does no credit to your party, Captain Kirk. I would have expected better when we have done nothing to warrant rudeness.
We need not interfere with one another's activities, I think. Hi there, I'm Captain James T. Kirk of the Starship Enterprise. Who are you? Are you feeling all right, ma'am? Can you tell me what the problem is? You look so sad. Would it help to tell us why you look so down?
That's super professional.
Hi there, I'm Captain James T.
I'm called Ma. My son is Stan Bob, and I failed him. I feel so badly. I'm a terrible mother.
The woman's eyes brim with tears, and she can't continue the conversation.
Okay. So we need to talk to...
Hi there, I'm Captain James. Are you feeling all right? You look so sad. Would it help to tell us why you look so down?
Do you have any children, sir? I do, a son, and I've just not treated him right. Tried to do right, but everything died, and I can't give him what he wants, what I think he needs.
A mother's job can be difficult. I'm sure you did your best for your son. Would you tell me about it? What is it you can't give him?
That's a good possibility.
What died? Did you hurt somebody? Something?
I don't know about that. It's a little bit too strong.
A mother's job can be difficult. I'm sure you did your best for your son.
Little Stan Bob. I tried to feed him right, give him safe food. He really likes fresh fruit. Now he can't have it anymore, and it's all my fault.
Ma'am, hold on to this idea. It may not be your fault at all. We'll try to help. You have my word.
We will try to help you find fresh fruit. What are we talking about here?
Your son still loves you just for trying. Of that I'm certain. He wouldn't want you to be so sad.
That's not going to work. He's going to say that and he's going to be like, "You're wrong. My son should have fresh fruit." Ah!
Ma'am, hold on to this idea. It may not be your fault at all. We'll try to help. You have my word.
Let's try that.
The woman's eyes brim with tears, and she can't continue the conversation.
He should at this point. Yes, I believe so. Okay.
A mechanized food delivery and recycling system not unlike what you see every day aboard the Enterprise. An unremarkable piece of furniture offering nothing but a flat surface from which to eat while standing up.
A female, just moving into middle age. Her overall level of health is fairly good. Vital signs are down marginally, and mental readings indicate a chemical array typical of severe depression. However, there are high levels of tranquilizing chemicals in her bloodstream. A female, just moving into middle age.
Something is wrong here. I wonder if the Klingons are poisoning these people so as to make it easier for them to take over control of the planet. Because under the terms of the Organian Peace Treaty, they could do something like that. And I'm wondering if that's what we're looking at here.
Don't bother me, you.
Don't worry, Captain Kirk. If I have something to say to you, I'll speak up. You can be quite sure of that.
Good to know. Excuse us, pardon us, excuse us, pardon us. Whoa. Should those plants be all over the place? Interesting. What are you doing over here?
The ceiling supports a complex network of pipes with vines growing between them. A large countertop well suited as a workbench with what appears to be mechanized assists and a hookup close at hand. A small data terminal seems to be part of the design.
Spidey sense is going. is going off.
These plants look green and healthy, with strong stems and shiny leaves.
Yeah, you know what I mean, Bone? It just seems like there's something very, excuse me, potentially sketchy about that.
These plants look brown, pinched, and wilted, although their root systems are as well developed as those in the other hydro bins. Attached is a sealed metal keg with a feeder hose attachment on top. A trace of greenish mold rims the connection joint.
That's interesting. Why is that different? Scan the plants.
A little recalibration. Not like these are people, after all. These plants are dying, Jim, no doubt about it. Basically, they're starving to death for lack of active organic compounds. Fertilizer, basically. I'd say most important are certain soluble phosphorus, nitrogen, ammonia, and calcium compounds.
All right. How about the computer tricorder?
A chlorophyll-based plant species. Minor evidence of opportunistic disease incursion, but that appears to be secondary to reduction in overall plant vigor.
I just don't think the plants should be up that high, should they?
The feeder hose comes free and a mechanism pulls it out of the way. But a terrible stench rises out of the container, smelling like many things died in there long ago.
I wonder if these plants are feeding the rest of the ship, and by doing whatever they did here, they've actually, because I'm guessing it's the Klingons that have done this, they poisoned the air, basically.
Being born on Earth in an agricultural district has prepared you to recognize when certain plants are not thriving. That definitely describes these plants, not thriving. The stems are shrunken, the leaves yellowish, and many have fallen off. The plant clearly tried to set some kind of fruit, but the little blackish-green balls couldn't possibly qualify as becoming anything edible in the foreseeable future.
No, I don't think that's necessary. A veritable Garden of Eden.
Beware of serpents, Jim.
A large countertop well-suited as...
There is nothing on the work console. Proceed with your work. This console is prepared to scan items anytime you are prepared to use it.
Spock, can you figure out what the hell this is?
There is nothing on the work console.
Okay. So we have more work we have to do. It's Strahd again. What's up, Dizzy?
Hi there, I'm Captain J. Are you feeling all right, ma'am? You look so sick. Hi there, are you feeling all right, ma'am?
I'm a bad mother. I tried to do right, get him what he wanted.
Who died? What died? I'd like to help if I can.
I did it. I'm a bad person. Killed all the plants, and now they don't produce anymore. I'm not worthy to have a good son like him.
A mother's job can be different. Why do you think you were the one who killed the plants? A mother's job can be different. Why do you think you were the one who killed...
I'm eating what the phase makes for me, so I'm just resting. I'm tired, and I really don't feel like doing anything.
Interesting.
I'd be so happy to know my boy could have safe food
I don't know about
again.
these yeah, I know,
It's
Dizzy.
better for him than what the
These
phase provides, I think. But I killed the plants. They're dead, and I can't make them better.
The woman's eyes brim with tears, and she can't continue the conversation.
Phase.
This room gives the impression of being too... It's an inelegant design, but nevertheless...
I want to know why the Klingons keep coming into any room that I walk in. They're just kind of like, we're just watching you.
Methinks you peasants should know your place.
Wait, what? How the hell did I get there? Whoa. What have we here? What? What
Captain,
just...
we have just been thoroughly and efficiently scanned.
Please identify yourself. You haven't been in to see me before, have you?
It's
I'm
Phase.
Captain James T. Kirk, commanding the USS Enterprise. These others are my crew. Science Officer Spock, Lieutenant Uhura, and Dr. McCoy. Who are you?
We are the Phase. Did not your parents speak of me?
Captain, note that it identifies itself only erratically in the singular I, and a blend of voices typifies its communication.
Are you suggesting it is a hive mind, Mr. Spock? Or is the voice synthesizer simply programmed for a harmonic chord of voices?
Inconclusive. It may also be that an array of otherwise independent machines have been linked to provide the requisite computing power, although that is an antique and unsophisticated method of achieving this level of intelligence at odds with the overall level of sophistication and evidence. I suggest we pay close attention to both its actions and its words.
Phase, why would our parents have spoken of you?
I am here to care for all of you, Kirk. It is easier for me to care for you when you are younger, but sometimes one's parents are forgetful. We understand. I will care for you now. You will feel better after you eat.
Great. A food-fixating, mothering computer.
It could, in fact, be very much that.
Phase, you're about to land on a planet inhabited by sentients in the middle of a settlement. If you are in control of this vessel, you must stop. You must not land there.
You will feel better after you eat, dear. Run along now. I'm very busy.
Wow. So this computer clearly believes... Wow. All right, I gotta talk to her.
A female of middle age is seated against one wall. Her arms lie limply by her sides, and her legs are outstretched, giving her the aspect of a discarded rag doll. She is completely motionless as she stares into middle distance, focused on nothing.
I wonder if this computer could have systematically turned these people into basically children to make it easier to care for them. I mean,
Save new game.
that would be
Replace
pretty
pre-
terrifying, but I think is entirely possible.
She's cataleptic, Jim. Completely submerged within her mind. Completely withdrawn from external stimuli. If I were to put her arm up in the air, it would stay there until I moved it back down.
Psychological damage or something physical?
I can't be sure, even with rather extensive tests. But from the tricorder readings, I would say some psychological shock ruptured an inherently fragile cognitive structure. In ancient times, they would have said she was skittish or prone to a nervous breakdown or weak-minded. There are a myriad of childhood developmental blind alleys that might restrict her adult pattern creation, representation
Bones, stop. You're starting to sound like Spock.
What?
You do not have to be insulting, Captain.
They just left in the mistake? Are you joking? Did you guys hear that? They just left in the mistake. He screwed up the line. What the...
She's cataleptic, Jim.
Psychological damage or something physical?
I can't be sure, even with rather extensive tests. But from the tricorder
Listen to
readings, I would
this.
say some
Listen to the end of
psychological
this.
Shock ruptured an inherently fragile cognitive structure. In ancient times, they would have said she was skittish or prone to a nervous breakdown or weak-minded. There are a myriad of childhood developmental blind alleys that might restrict her adult pattern creation, representation
Bones, stop. You're starting to sound like Spock.
What?
You do not have to be insulting, Captain.
Why would you leave the line in? Look, what? I mean, I understand as an outtake, but hello?
The person is typical of her race, but seems to be functioning below optimal levels.
Good God.
An extremely complex mechanical construct, Captain. Readings indicate this is a functional AI. an artificial intelligence of considerable sophistication. It may not be in perfect condition, however. Certain power shunts may be repair solutions to malfunctioning subsets.
It sounds like you're saying there's scar tissue
Really, Chris?
where the machine
That's
healed
funny.
old damage.
Precisely, Doctor.
What about this?
This machinery appears to have been a read-only computer terminal. The configuration and construction is unique, to say the least, from what I can make out.
Yeah, apparently.
It is utterly destroyed, beyond any hope of repair.
Save new game.
Budget trek.
Replace previous game.
I just can't believe that he's like, "Ugh, ugh," and then just stops, and I'm like, what? Okay. See what happens if I talk to them.
Hello there, Kirk. Welcome, all of you. You're not feeling well, are you?
I'm feeling fine. Let's drop the subject. I want some information from you, FaZe. Why? How are you feeling? Aren't you feeling well? I'm feeling... Why? How are you feeling?
I am fine, Captain Kirk. Is there something that makes you believe that we are not thinking?
Hey,
or
what's
not
up, EA?
feeling well?
No, I don't think that. I just as soon stop talking about it. You're in charge of a starship that's declaring the intent to land on top of innocent colonists. Do you want me to blow up this ship?
Yeah, great.
No, I don't think that.
You will feel better after you eat, dear. Run along now. I'm very busy. You can come back to talk to us again another time.
All right, let's talk to the ship.
Nothing to report, Captain.
Okay, wait a second. So... that's south.
Welcome back. Are you feeling better?
This is the plant room. This is this room.
Methinks you peasants should...
All right.
Go away! You're breathing on my...
I'm Captain James T. Kirk of the Starship Enterprise. What's going on here? Who's in charge?
Nobody's really in charge. Maybe the FaZe.
FaZe? Why don't you just... would you tell me about this ship?
We're going to land? Has the promised time come? I have to think about this. Please don't bother me anymore.
I'm Captain James T. Kirk of the Starship...
Nobody's really in charge. Maybe...
FaZe? What's the FaZe?
We contemplate our phase. The builders built the oratory. The room there to the south, they built the garden north. If you're hungry or if your head ain't feeling right, there's food and...
You know, Jim, I don't think there's...
Okay. So...
Welcome back. Are you feeling better?
actually, I wonder if Spock can get through to her.
Are you suggesting I attempt a
Yes.
Vulcan mind meld, Captain?
It does seem an appropriate effort in this circumstance.
It will take me a moment to prepare myself. Doctor, please monitor her life signs. The procedure does entail some risk.
Not only to her, but to you too. Am I right?
I assure you, Doctor, I will retain sufficient distance to avoid being dragged into something from which I cannot withdraw.
Go ahead now, Spock.
All right. Let's get some information here.
I am Puzzlewit.
Puzzlewit.
I am the one who reads it all. I do not understand. I try. I read it all. So many ideas. Always jumbled, though. Cannot make sense Puzzlewit wants to know. Hope to discover why why I cannot. I try to remember it all. Then Tusken comes in.
Tusken did this.
He destroys me. My hopes, all broken, all shattered. Ow. I'm broken in countless pieces.
Doctor?
No physical injuries, Captain. Not to him or to her.
Tusken's scared of me. Scared. For no reason. He thinks I know. I know, but I don't know. I don't understand. Nothing connects to anything else. I want to know it all. Hope then I'll understand. He thinks I'll hurt him. I don't hurt anybody. I just want to know more. Now, I only know what I know. Never know what Puzzlewit doesn't know anymore.
What's going on here, Kirk?
We are trying to help this woman, Captain Clark. Be quiet, or you'll put her and my science officer both at considerable risk.
He's trying to make a mental slave of the alien, Captain. She could tell him the secrets of this ship.
Back the
of
hell
its
off.
transit through the Klingon Empire. Stop him.
We'll listen in a moment. I wouldn't have a representative of the Federation damaged or rendering assistance.
Puzzlewit remembers everything she reads. Subject. Screen laminates. Reflective. Subject to autotrophic bonding with molybdenized nitrous oxides in the presence of cyanodephosphortrihydrous gases. Subject. Wiring systems. Auxiliary to cryptolog.
Does Puzzlewit remember this ship passing through Klingon space, perhaps?
All the paralenses were copied prior to liftoff. No new encryption was permitted. We could only read, not write to them.
That stellar ejector, Captain. Why would a computer terminal permit read-only interface, I ask you?
The builders didn't trust us. Didn't think we would be capable. We were damaged. Now, the reader is damaged. It's broken like Puzzlewit. Like us all. Like Tusken. The paralens can't be replaced. The reader can't be fixed. Puzzlewit can't be fixed. Nothing to read now. Nothing new to learn, to remember. Stupid. Like Tusken now.
This whole thing is stupid, if you ask me.
Anything but stupid, in fact. Captain Kirk, the library this woman read has been recorded entirely in her mind, although she lacks the ability to understand it or even to recall it in an orderly manner.
Wow.
She believed if she could fill up her mind, acquire enough knowledge, understanding would come. Now her personality is withdrawing, refusing to accept the loss of everything she has not yet been able to read. She pinned all her hopes on this, and without it, she may lose the will to live.
Wow.
You know everything she knows now.
No, Captain Clara, I do not. This race has very unusual mind patterns, and I am fortunate she was in as passive a state as she is mentally. It is very likely I would have been hurt were she less withdrawn to begin with. Moreover, the knowledge she does possess is a very peculiar admixture reflecting this society's uneven level of advancement. Archaisms and startling breakthroughs coexist.
So there is much to be learned from this woman, and from this ship.
Knowledge the Federation would gladly share with friends, Captain Clark.
Let nothing happen to this alien woman, Captain. If she should die, I would take it as an indication that you would sooner let her perish than share her special knowledge with the Klingon Empire.
Captain Clark, if I took her aboard the Enterprise, I might be able to help her.
I would have expected such treachery from the likes of you. You'll start an interstellar incident like this.
I thought some of the folks on board this ship were paranoids.
Gentlemen. Captain Clark, we don't want this woman to die any more than you do. Not because we want to milk her brain dry, but because she's an important being in her own right. Just as important to the universe as, well, as your companion here. Maybe more so.
Shots fired.
Dr. McCoy will do what he can. That's all that can be expected.
That's all I would expect. Goodbye for now, Captain. Expect to see us again.
All right. Yeah, that was interesting, actually.
Save new game. Replace previous
I agree,
game.
EA. It does feel very much like TOS. That's interesting. Can you help her? Hey, Thorg, what's up, man?
She appears to be cataleptic, Jim. No response to outside stimuli, a total lack of voluntary motor responses.
Can you do anything for her, Bones?
On the ship, maybe. The tricorder can tell me a little more, of course. A country doctor's bedside manner can only go so far.
All right, well then let's tricorder. Well, I kind of thought I already did that.
She's cataleptic, Jim. Completely submerged within her
I don't know
mind.
about that.
Psychological damage or something physical?
I can't be sure, even with rather...
Bones, stop. You're starting to sound like Spock.
You do not have to be insulting, Captain.
All right, everyone's had that, so she's got to be transported back somehow.
The person is typical of her.
Nothing to report, Captain.
The only answer has got to be Tusken. I got to figure out why Tusken did what he did. This is the kid. We already talked to his mother.
Hi there, remember me?
I don't think I should...
That's not going any better.
Protect me. They're after me. We'll hurt ya, so just stay back.
We really don't want to hurt you, you know.
God damn it with the
See here,
Klingons.
Captain Clark. I told you those Federation scum would be nosing around behind our backs.
The Klingon observers seem interested in remaining to watch what goes on here.
I don't care who you say you are. You're an evil monster.
Shoot.
I listened to my brother.
Watch what you say, Cormacan.
He's just a...
I'm more interested in a good...
Can I take the chest stuff with him?
There's not enough left to play on or with after Rakabak's tantrum.
Right, yeah, I agree, Thord.
No effect.
I don't know what I have.
A round metal keg with a feeder hose attachment on top.
Right. And then...
Multicolored blocks, suitable for a child to play with.
Can I give them the blocks?
That's a novel idea. Not that it makes a lot of sense, but it's a novel idea.
Sure, sense is definitely the issue.
That's a novel idea. That's a novel idea.
Captain Tusken bullies everyone. I think he's afraid of everyone, and that includes us. We should find a way to calm him down, I think. There must be some practical way. Perhaps we just need to see how he reacts to things, and then we can make a plan.
This Tuscan seems paranoid, trying to control everything. He's got a great fear of anyone fooling around with his mind. If he were a crew member, I'd suggest tranquilizers and a lot of examinations.
So a mind meld is not going to work out well.
Captain, I think as long as Tuscan interferes, we will not be able to determine the source of his problems. If Dr. McCoy cannot treat him, perhaps I should attempt to examine him through a mind meld.
I'm going to guess that this isn't going to work.
This individual appears quite disturbed and agitated.
You watch your mouth! You're trying to rile up my buddies, make everybody turn against me! Go away! You'll hurt me like you hurt them! I know! You're out to get me! Keep away from me! Keep away from me!
Right, I'm sure that he's going to be all over, I'm sure Spock will clearly get close enough.
As long as he remains conscious, his extreme paranoia will prevent a mind meld with him.
That's a novel idea.
Captain Kirk, dealing with Tuscan should be your first priority.
So it's all about Tuscan. Okay.
Jim, given the mental state...
In other words, Doctor, if we...
That's my recommendation. Jim, given the mental states of these people...
In other words, Doctor...
That's my recommendation.
Captain Kirk is not impressed with the... Captain Kirk is not impressed.
All right, so that's not going to work.
Do you have some intention in mind when doing this, or is it just a random play with the blocks type of thing?
Clearly that's what it is.
Do you have some intention in mind when doing this, or...
Captain Kirk is not impressed.
He looks at you oddly and ignores you.
No, I don't think that's necessary. I'm Captain James T. Kirk of the Starship Enterprise. Who are you?
Jakesy.
What can you tell me about this place, Jake? Can you smile for me, Jakesy? Is there something you want, Jakesy?
The sweet-faced adult shakes his head.
Not really sure.
No effect.
Nothing to report, Captain.
I thought about stunning Tuscan, but that's going to be seen as aggressive by the game, not to mention the fact that they have the other two guys to contend with.
Being born on Earth in an agricultural district. Being born on...
These plants do not appear to be particularly helpful.
Damn it. Yeah, I thought about that, but I don't know what value that has for her, Bone. Like, I mean, I understand why he would want those, maybe.
These look like Jakesy's blocks. These look like Jakesy's blocks.
Hi there, I'm Captain James T. Kirk of the Star. Are you feeling all right, ma'am? You look so sad. Would it help to tell us...
Do you have any children, sir?
A mother's job can be difficult. I'm sure you did your best for your son. Would you tell me about him? What died? A mother's job can be difficult.
Little Stam Bob. I tried to feed him right, give him safe food. He really likes fresh fruit. Now he can't have it anymore, and it's all my fault.
Ma'am, hold on to this idea. It may not be your fault at all. We'll try to help. You have my word.
The woman's eyes brim with tears, and she can't continue the conversation.
Yeah, that's the name of the kid. There's a lot of weird names in this episode. I may have to pull up the clue book for this one that came with the GOG version of the game. I don't know, there's like a lot of attention being paid to him over there.
I'm not going to talk to you.
Protect me. They're after me.
We'll hurt you, so just stay back.
We really don't want to hurt you, you know, but you gotta stay back.
God, and the
See
Klingons
here,
show
Captain
up.
Claw. I told you those Federations...
The Klingon observed.
Save new game. Replace previous.
I know, right, Skanjia?
Watch out, Gormagon. They're up to no good.
Jim, this isn't funny.
It is fascinating how desperate situations can inspire such illogical actions.
Should my mobile provider only charge $2.99 for its service line? I thought about that Praemedin, but he's not. He's like got the mind of a child. I don't know. Maybe?
Captain, this...
That's a novel idea. That's a novel idea. That's a novel idea.
Nope. Wow. Okay. Let's pop up the, we're gonna pop up the clue book here, and we're gonna look at a simple clue, because I am confused. I am clueless. Alright. I got one clue, which is about... I just picked up one clue, which is that the king wants only to be talked to by royal blood. And royal blood is going to be... Uhura. Uhura is royal blood.
What a noble-looking woman you are. You have my permission to speak. What a noble-looking woman you are. You stand out remarkably, bearing yourself like a queen.
So she's
Yet
got...
these Carls do not treat you as royalty. Surely you have royal blood flowing in your veins?
Bloodlines do not dictate who we listen to. We weigh a person's worth by my ancestors ruled in the lands of Kush and Timbuktu. We may speak as peers, you and I. Royalty recognizes royalty, does it not? Look on me and decide for yourself. You will know. Bloodlines do not dictate who we listen to. We weigh a...
Bah! What heresy! Methinks you peasants should know your...
Man.
The elderly man ignored...
What? Shoot. Alright, let's go back this way. Let's go back this way. So we have to just feed into the guy's delusion. And it's all about information too. I mean, like, it's gathering information together.
Save, mute, replace previous.
Alright. Now you talk to him. Oh no, Thorg!
You have my permission to speak. You stand out remarkably.
Bloodlines do not my answer. Royalty recognized...
Ah, what heresy?
What? Really? So I have to be able to... Alright. So none of that heresy business.
Noble-looking woman you are. You stand out remarkably.
Bloodlines do not dictate my ancestors.
Oh, I am so
Good.
glad to find another of royal blood. I am so tired of sitting here all the time, but whenever I leave, thralls and lesser folk plant their fundaments on the great throne, and that's just not acceptable. I know you'll mind the proprieties and not let anyone else sit on the throne. And now, I'll finally be able to go and get some rest.
Good. Be gone. Alright, we got rid of that guy, which means we can now sit on the
Save,
chair.
new game, replace previous.
What is this thing?
A simple construction of various metals and plastics, half a meter wide at the base. Arms have been added post-construction.
Progress.
As has the
Yes.
raised back and the base platform. Even the seat has been widened.
Okay. So...
What an uncomfortable chair. What an uncomfortable chair. No, I don't think that...
Alright, what if we had Spock investigate it?
There are a number of life forms to be found throughout the ship. Not very interesting, Captain. Except insofar as the individual is willing to sacrifice comfort for these rather doubtful additions.
Can I grab this?
I don't see how these can help us, Captain. I don't see how these...
No effect. You can shift the big chair slightly, but you cannot pick it up and carry it.
Man,
Captain, there's got to be a better way to have... It's not a very comfortable chair.
Watch out, Lieutenant. Remember, uneasy lies the head that wears a crown.
I don't think Shakespeare had in mind a madman with delusions of grandeur, Doctor. particularly since he was writing of his own Queen Elizabeth's ancestor, Henry IV.
So I got rid of him, but I don't know what that does.
It's not a very comfortable chair to sit in, Captain.
Watch out, Lieutenant. Remember, uneasy line.
I don't think Shakespeare had in mind.
Right. Okay. I made progress, but I don't see what benefit it had for me. It's something about this place.
No, I don't think that's necessary.
You settle the container back into the niche it was removed from. The feeder hose, looking shiny and clean, rides out on some mechanism and reattaches to the newly filled container. You hear a sucking sound, but since the container is empty, nothing emerges from the feeder hose. The feeder hose comes free and a...
Okay, so I need to provide stuff to feed it, basically. Damn Klingons.
The room is filled with the rich scent of growth. The room is filled with the rich scent of growing things. There is much lush growth.
Ah, man.
A large countertop well suited as a workbench with no effect.
I'm a little stumped here, honestly. Confusing.
No, I don't think that's necessary. No, I don't think that's necessary.
Crawl space?
Grid work over recessed lighting mechanisms.
I honestly don't know what I'm looking at.
A comfortable looking room suited for small gatherings of
I got a lot of info from these people, but nothing tangible. It described a canister with a hose in the Tuscan room. Whoa, what just happened there? What?
This elderly individual lies on a bed.
He wasn't there
his eyes
before.
Closed in sleep. He clutches a
Oh.
blue blanket tightly around him.
It's the king. All right. I was like, wait, what?
Protect me. They're after me.
We'll hurt ya, so just stay back.
We really don't want to...
Damn it.
See here, Captain Claw.
The Klingon observers seem in a room which appears to be dead. An overturned toy box.
I do not see the toy box's relevance to this mission. I do not see the toy box's...
No effect.
I don't know. Do you still see that? This is Tuscan's room, right?
Jim, given the mental states...
In other words, Doctor...
That's my recommendation.
Okay, that didn't work.
Captain Kirk, dealing with Tusken should...
How am I going to get rid of Tusken? I mean, without killing him. I know, that's what I should do, Lamp Station. Uh-oh. There we go. Sorry about that. Okay, so that's not going to work. So we have to head... Let me try heading back to the west. And then over from there. This is the only thing I can think of. Because if I head... There's got to be a button or something that I'm not looking at. I feel like there ought to be something else I can do with this chair.
Similar to others in the room, except someone has nailed the legs onto a raised platform, increased the height of the back, widened the seat, and glued on broad and blocky arms. Bright paint in red and purple and gold gives it a garish appearance. You think it's meant to look impressive, but it just looks rather pathetic.
Alright. Is there other stuff in the room?
A normal-looking switch.
Can I use the switch? What did I just
You
get?
managed to untwist a length of wire and a light bar.
A length of wire and a light bar? Okay. I got more stuff. What does that do? Cutting from the plant by the chair.
I didn't know you had a green thumb, Jim.
I'm from Iowa, Bones. We've been farmers for centuries.
Doesn't look like it, K-Pax. It's not a bad idea, though. I got a light bar. I wonder if... Wait, whoa. Actually, hold on a second. What is this thing?
The machine whirs, lights blink, and a pre-packaged container of food is deposited on the tray.
Okay. What do we know about this food?
Nothing unusual about that object, Captain.
What? God damn it with the Klingons.
Standard issue medical...
I'm just a simple country doctor, not a magician. There's some things I just can't fix. I'm just a...
Alright, well, can I take that? Can I take the food?
The box of prepared food is light and compact.
Okay, so now I have food. Alright. What kind of a plant would that be, Lamp? I find it interesting that you bring up this lamp station thing. That you bring up a lamp station. I'm curious about, What if I took the keg...
The nutrient broth in this container has become contaminated. It should be disinfected before the container can be reused.
How do I do that?
That keg is steel and alloy, but inside is something unusual. That greenish mold around the lip appears to be a wild growth. Can't compete against more complex plant life in an open ecosystem. But in isolation with a nutrient-rich broth, which I take it the keg contains, it does very well indeed. Of course, it seems to have completely blocked the feeder tube, which probably accounts for why the plant's struggling to survive in this hydropit.
Okay, so I need to So that means that I've got to somehow unclog it, basically, right? That's what I've got to do. I've got to unclog it somehow. Damn Klingons. Can I unclog it with this? The phaser?
The container heats up rapidly and foul-smelling smoke pours out of the small opening on the top.
This container must be refilled with nutrient broth before it is replaced for use.
2 feeder hoses roll out on wired mechanisms and insert into the container. From one flows a clear liquid nearly filling the container. The other hose just makes burping noises.
So is it decontaminated now?
No life form registration, Captain. The keg has only inert chemicals inside, none of which would sustain life, at least not in their present form.
I may need Spock to fix this. Spock, can you fix this?
It is filled with a dense but nutrient-poor liquid medium. This is a typical means of root support and nutrient delivery for hydroponically grown plants.
All right. Spock, can you fix this?
Inadequate nutrients.
A single feeder hose inserts itself into the container. Nothing flows out, however. It just makes burping noises.
I wondered about that, K-Pax, but I mean, would it be the same stuff? Like, is that... I mean, it seems like food would not be the same stuff, would it?
No, I don't think that's necessary. No, I don't think that's necessary.
I wonder... Okay, Spock. Can you... fix this somehow? No, same deal?
Inadequate nutrients.
A single feeder hose inserts
The original,
itself into
the original
container.
series had replicators for
Nothing
sure.
flows out, however. It just makes burping noises.
Right, can you fix that?
I do not see the logic in that action.
Okay, what do I have that could do something?
A long twist of insulated wire.
What's up, Dragon Spear? Would the wire maybe, like, clean it out or something?
No, I don't think that's necessary. 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 No, I don't think that's necessary.
The light?
This isn't a medical matter, Jim.
I think you're wrong, McCoy.
You take the metal keg. Testing your strength, you attempt to remove the... No effect.
So it needs more nutrients, but I don't know where I'm going to get that from. What if I ask FaZe for it? Malik Dama, yeah.
Welcome back. Are you feeling better? Hello there, Kirk.
I'm feeling fine. I want some. Why? How are you feeling? I want some information.
You feel that information will be helpful to you? Then of course I want to help. What would you like information about?
The most important thing is for me to find out how to. What are you? The most important thing. What are you? What are you doing here? Tell me about your history.
Hey, it is really fun, Couchetti. I'm closing in on the end of it. Let's find out more of its history.
The builders installed the Parallels Library to help with questions such as yours. But I'm afraid Tuscan came in when he wasn't feeling well.
Gotta take care of
He seems to
Tuscan.
have damaged the library. We are attempting to repair it. This ship, the Compassion, was created by the builders to carry the folk like you. The damaged ones. Asleep. We were the very best intelligence the builders could install. Although now that a few generations have passed, I'm certain I will find ourselves an ancient relic. The entire purpose was that, given time, the builders would find cures, solutions to the kinds of difficulties you and the others here experience. After we land, they will make you feel good. Better even than when you've eaten well and are happy.
Sleeper ship, Captain. The builders loaded up all the undesirables.
All the
and shipped
undesirables.
them off planet. So why is everyone here awake?
Not undesirable. No, Dr. McCoy. You are beloved of the builders and of us.
But the Klingons did it.
Why else would I be programmed to keep you safe, wake you before landing, and we all return to Shambram to be welcomed by your great-grandchildren?
Captain, if I may, 2 questions, FaZe. How long ago did you wake us up? And how much time has passed since this ship was launched by the builders?
You were awakened shortly before we were to land.
It is indeed Couch
We were
Jedi.
launched 99 Eekins ago.
Can you translate that into the half-life of some radioactive isotope for me?
Half the isotope of Silicon-32 has decayed away since our voyage together began.
Captain, the FaZe is saying it has only been in space approximately 280 Earth years. Atobis does have ruins, the most recent of which are in excess of 1,000 years old, but no sentient life. Otherwise,
Very nice, Couch Jedi.
it
Awesome.
would have been unsuitable for Federation colonization. Moreover, the readings I took while still aboard the Enterprise indicated this ship had probably been in space more like 1,600 years.
So her memory banks are damaged.
Translate that into the half-life of some radioactive isotope for us, Mr. Spock.
By my instrumentation, Radium-226 has half decayed into Radon-222 in the time you have been in space, FaZe.
You are mistaken. What instruments could you have possibly been using without my knowledge, Mr. Spock? The external monitors are inaccessible to the folk on board.
I will destroy you
well
utterly.
know. It would hardly do for someone as confused as you clearly are to get into sensitive areas. I suggest you go get something to eat. You are clearly not thinking nor feeling well.
FaZe, is it possible you're not thinking or not feeling well? FaZe, are you aware that we are not even from there? That we are FaZe, is it possible you're not FaZe, are you aware that we are not even from there? That we are from another ship, a different planet altogether? That Mr. Spock here isn't even the same race as the other 3 of us?
This is dangerous, but
Is there something more you'd like to talk about? Or do you want to get some rest? Wouldn't you like to be better rested and feeling better?
No, I don't think that. FaZe, scan me. No, I don't. FaZe, scan me. Scan the others here with me. Scan the people elsewhere on the ship. Are we even the same race?
You aren't well, that's true. Recognizing that you're not well is the first step toward getting the help you need, Captain Kirk.
useless.
I will help you if you like, although first you should get some food and some rest. Do you think you'd like that?
No, I don't think that. I just as soon stop talking about it.
You will feel better after you eat, dear. Run along now, I'm very busy. You can come back to talk to us again another time.
Great. Now what?
Analysis, people? And I'd like to hear from all of you. What do you think of the phase?
Mad as a hatter, Jim.
No, Doctor. That's what it thinks of us. For what seems to be a sophisticated intelligence, the Fays have difficulty accepting that we're not shipboard personnel. Yet that scan would indicate its capability of acquiring data sufficient to make the distinction.
That'd be
I
data.
have some doubt whether its sensor systems or its analytic constructs of acquired data are functioning properly, Lieutenant. The Phase seems convinced it may safely land on Atibus, putting no one at risk. If in the time this ship has been in space it has suffered some mechanical breakdown, or if it were inadequately programmed at the start, then its judgments will be erroneous.
That's fair enough.
I
Thanks
must
for the
also
follow on
point
my
out that
channel,
the
Couch
story
Jedi.
holds together poorly. If I read between the lines, the builders had the technological sophistication to build a sleeper ship, construct an artificial intelligence to tend to everyone's needs, but they could find no way to deal with what the Fays call the damaged. To judge by what I've seen here, their idea of the damaged is all the people genetically at risk for
Interesting.
various mental disorders.
So
Now,
they
I'm not sure I can warm up to a society that thinks it's ethical to judge their fellows as damaged and pack them in some deep freeze, and thereby put off the necessary research and understanding which would create a qualitative improvement in these people's lives.
That's kind of true.
Which doesn't even answer the question of why are these people awake now?
The ship is about to land. Logical programming would be to awaken those on shipboard just prior to landing.
Yet the Fays
Yeah, but the
ask
passengers?
about our parents as if it were a generation ship, not a sleeper ship.
Right.
What if the Fays
Agree,
woke
Lamp.
people too early? Yet it thinks it is landing as promised and the builders will be waiting. What does that say about the extent of its malfunction?
A lot of things don't fit together. Let's continue to keep our eyes and ears open and find out what we can.
Shoot. Okay, so that gave us a lot of information, but I still don't think I have any... I don't have any... I can do unsure. Man, I don't... I feel there's like 6 different threads that I could follow here, and I don't really know...
No, I don't think that's necessary. No, I don't think that's necessary.
We appreciate your desire to become one with me, but it is
Apparently not,
impossible.
Lamp Station.
Despite what you may think, this is no short route to Godhead.
Right. Alright, so... The only thing I can think of is... we gotta deal with Tuscan somehow. Yeah, even the computer ones.
Protect me. They're after me.
We'll hurt ya. We really don't.
Watch out, Gormagon. They're up to no good.
See here, Captain Claw.
The Klingon observed.
I am hungry. So hungry. It looks like good, wholesome. And I don't take nothing from nobody. Nobody but Maul. You do something to it. Make me different.
Okay.
Rewire my head.
So, Maul would do it. So we have to give food. So we have to give the food to Maul. Tell Maul to somehow give the food to Tuscan. So that Tuscan can get over here. We can figure out what the hell he did. And then I don't really know what happens from there. But it has something to do with Tuscan. So we got to get Maul. But the problem is that Maul doesn't... But Maul's not going to...
I didn't know you had a green thumb, Jim.
I'm from Iowa, Bones. We've been farmers for centuries.
I didn't know you had a green thumb.
Stop.
What an uncomfortable chair. What an uncomfortable chair.
That's clearly what that is. Is there some significance to this vegetation? Is clearly what an uncomfortable chair. All right. So now the question is, how do we convince Maul, who is ShamWow's, whatever the kid's name, We have to get the kid. We have to get the mother on our side to trust us, so that we can then give food to Tuscan.
Hi there, I'm Captain James. Are you feeling all right? You look so sad. Hi there. Are you feeling all right?
I'm a bad mother.
Who died? What?
I did it.
A mother's job can be... Why do you think you were the one who... A mother's job can be different. Why do you think...
I'm eating what the phase makes for me, so I'm just...
The woman's eyes brim.
I suppose I could eat something. I think it makes me feel better, even though I'm such a bad mother. Such a bad person.
Wait. Okay, now are you...
Hi there, I'm Captain... Are you feeling all... You look so sad. Hi there, Are you feeling all right?
I'm a bad mother.
Who died? What?
I did it.
A mother's job can... Why do you think you... A mother's job... Why do you think...
I'm eating what the phase makes for me.
The woman's eyes...
Damn it. Okay, so we need to get food.
The machine whirs. No effect.
Okay, so... But...
The box of prepared food.
Right. So how do I get... I need to get Maul to give Tuscan the food. And the only way I'm going to do that is if she feels like she's not a terrible person. Okay, so here's the way it works, chat. This is what has to happen. We need to get the plants living again. We need to figure out how to repair the plant so that she feels good enough that her son's okay, so that we can then convince her to bring the food to Tuscan. The question is, how do we get the damn plants fixed?
No effect.
This appears to be a kind of all-purpose first aid station and medical dispensary with computer-aided diagnostics. Captain, from the configuration of equipment here, it is possible for someone to use this machine as a workstation and prepare medicine for someone who, for example, would be unable to come to the station for treatment.
Okay, how are we going to do that?
This appears to be a kind...
I got it.
This seems to be a non-emergency medical station. A first aid stop, you might say.
Okay.
Jim, I think if I
This
check
might
it
give
out
us more
through a
info.
tricorder as a translation device, I might
We're going to get a
begin to
tremendous
better
rating on
understand
this one. Tremendous. All right, let's do it. That might be a good idea.
This computer gives me some standards against which to correlate data, Jim. These people are humanoid, certainly. But it would be a dangerous mistake to assume specific details of treatment would be the same. I can even use this workspace to concoct medicine if I've got the stuff to work with.
Okay, can you do that?
This seems to be a non-emergency medical.
Oh, all right, so what can I do to make medicine?
No, I don't think that's necessary. No, I don't think that's necessary.
Food?
A light scans the food box and the computer screen lights up.
The food in this box has been prepared with standard quantities of tranquilizing alkaloids, calmatives, and euphorics. The drugs and chemicals added in preparation cannot be extracted without degradation of their potency.
I'm not really hungry, Captain.
Okay. So...
I'm not really hungry, Captain.
A light scans the food.
The food in this box has...
Okay, so we can... What? So, all right, we got to figure out how that helps us then.
No, I don't think that's necessary.
A sealed tube with connectors at either end, which can provide...
Right, illumination. Euphorics. Exactly, Thor. Man, okay, so I gotta figure out then... I still don't know what's going on with this keg thing here.
adequate nutrients.
A single feeder hose in...
Right, and it doesn't have the right stuff. How do I get more nutrients? I don't...
A veritable Garden of Eden.
Beware of serpents, Jim.
No, I don't think that's necessary.
Back to the grow light? Hi, Gog Guy. Hello, Bob Bear. As Gog Guy, I am happy to welcome you to the channel. Back to the grow light. Yeah, but I don't... Which grow... Are you talking about, like, making our own grow light? Because I don't...
The ceiling supports a complex...
I know about that.
The room is filled with the rich scent.
A veritable Garden of Eden.
Beware of serpents, Jim.
Welcome back. Are you feeling better?
Wait a second. Medicine. So, could I get medicine for her? Shut up. I wonder if I could get medicine for her. Yeah, there is a light in my inventory,
She
but...
appears to be cataleptic, Jim.
Can you do anything for her, Bone?
On the ship, maybe.
Nothing to report, Captain.
I fail to see what useful purpose that would serve, Captain.
No, right, the light, I agree, the light has to be for something, but I don't know what, don't have the faintest idea what for. I haven't found anything that seems like it's missing a light.
A column of iridescent sparkles and shimmers punctuated... A column of iridescent... The guts of this machinery have been torn from the wall. The guts of this machine...
Could I grab stuff from it?
You believe this was some kind of electron... You believe this was some kind...
Right. So, sure. So I'm trying... The overall objective is I'm trying to stop this ship from landing on the planet Adibus because they'd kill a lot of people when it lands. Inside are all these sort of crazy people / genetically injured people that were apparently sent away by their culture, their race, and have been flying for hundreds of years because they didn't know what to do with them otherwise. So they've got this like hydroponic room where they're growing plants and stuff like that in here. And so what I need to do right now is Tuscan, who's the crazy guy at the other side of the room, who broke, basically broke this monitor and did a lot of other stuff. Tuscan... I need to figure out a way to get close enough to Tuscan that I can render him unconscious and then can analyze what happened to him so I can find out what happened to this ship. But the only way to do that is to give him food. The only way to give him food is if we give it to Maul, who is the mother. It's that lady in the other room. She's upset because she killed the plants, and so her son doesn't have the food that he needs. So I'm trying to figure out, I guess, how to fix the plants so that she'll be happy, so that she'll give the food to Tuscan so I can deal with him. I mean, I have no idea if any of that is actually accurate, but it's the best I can think of.
Do you have some intention in mind?
Oh, man.
No, I don't think that's necessary. No, I don't think that's necessary.
Right, and I thought about that too, but the problem is... I wonder if I can I use you medically?
Gardening is definitely not my field, Jim. Gardening is definitely not my...
Alright, so I can't do that.
A set of books.
Ooh, can I take some books? Books?
Salajat Mathdinga Watamanana, Jagarok Nu Ditiava Marinki Jawakabalam. Kenawa Tromaman Ionomaskala Erjoro. I think our universal translator needs a bit more work on the phonetic system.
I believe it has found the proper lexicon. Try it again.
Big-tailed baby antelope stew. High temperatures badly burn the red wine sauce, so carefully watch the stewing juice at least 5 times in the cooking cycle.
Meaning what? That's a cook?
Go away! You're breathing on my table.
No, I don't think that's necessary.
No effect.
Baby antelope stew. Yeah, but none of this is going to matter if I can't... Can you...
He glances up swiftly, then returns to his careful study of the tabletop.
Go away! You're breathing on my table.
Captain, I do not understand the logic in that course of action.
I didn't know you had a green thumb, Jim.
I'm from Iowa, Bones.
An ordinary-looking table.
I don't believe so, Trey Hall. That's a good question, though. I don't believe so. Man, I really would like to get this mission done today. Because then there's only one left after this.
I don't see how these can help.
Can I mind meld? No.
Statistically speaking, this adult individual is overly heavy for an average humanoid of his frame.
I know, lamp station, right? Can I put, like...
No, I don't think that's necessary. No, I don't think that's necessary. No, I don't think
See, I
that's
haven't even
necessary.
found a dark... I haven't even found a dark area yet. I haven't found a dark area to, like, place this on. You know? Zephram Cochran.
No, I don't think that's necessary.
I don't... I'm happy to take suggestions on this one, chat. I feel like... excuse me. Because I feel like I haven't found anything that's obviously missing things. You know, like this thing here is missing nutrients. But I don't see... Like, can I...
No, I don't think that's necessary. No, I don't think that's necessary.
Alright. The wire doesn't... Like, the light doesn't work about the wire.
No, I don't think that's necessary.
What's wrong with the plant growing machine is that the nutrient hose doesn't... the nutrient hose isn't putting out nutrients. Shoot, McCoy. Well, the nutrient hose is not putting out nutrients. So... That's... I need the nutrient hose to put out nutrients. That would allow me, presumably, to put this back in here. Then maybe I can use the light on this thing in the grow tank.
No, I don't think that's
And maybe then the plants won't be killed. Yeah, so that's a good call. I thought about the medicine table creating nutrients, but from what? Because the thing is, the only thing I have that seems to have constituent parts to it is the... Where is it? Right here. This thing is the food, but the food doesn't do anything. It says you can't take anything out of the food. So could I... Maybe I could put that there... No, it just says that it's blocked or something. Well, I don't even know if it's blocked. It just says it's making burping noises.
The food in this box has been
Right, so I can't do anything with that.
An unremarkable piece of furniture. It's an inelegant design, but nevertheless...
I think this female would be more like...
Could you talk to her?
I could try to talk with her if you wish, Captain.
Okay.
Hi there, I'm Captain James
No,
T.
no, no, no,
Curtis.
no, 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 no,
The
no.
woman's eyes brim with tears.
I want her speaking to her, please.
I could try to talk with her if you wish, Captain. I could try to talk with her.
Yes, please do.
Hi there, I'm Captain. You look so... Hi there, I'm Captain.
I'm called Ma. My son is...
The woman's eyes brim with tears, and she...
The hell? Try the phasers again. I think what I actually did was I vaporized, though, the nutrients from... I might be able to get nutrients in the plants, I don't know. I think I vaporized the stuff that was in the keg. I just had it refill it, Chaotix is the thing. And I don't know why it's not letting me speak with...
I could try to talk...
Yes.
She doesn't look well, Jim. It might... Captain, I'm seeing all these people as being under medication, or needing to be. And they're all unhealthy in one way or another. It really doesn't surprise me that they associate food and medicine. Their veins are probably always swimming with some chemical stew.
Okay.
She doesn't look well, Jim. A female, just moving into middle age. Her overall level...
Okay, so how...
Captain, I think that woman looks like...
Oh, for the love of God. I've already talked with...
This room gives the impression of being...
Yeah, maybe. We'll try phasering the plants and see if that makes a difference.
Jim, this isn't funny. Jim, this isn't funny.
Captain, that action is irrational.
I'm going to try the plants first. First I will try the plants. And then... Oh, you know what else, too? We haven't examined the guy on the table.
I do not understand, sir. You wish to stun this plant?
Yes, I wish to stun this plant, sarcastic Lieutenant Uhura.
Jim, given the mental state of the end of
the doctor is correct, Captain.
I do not understand, sir. You...
Right.
I do not understand.
Alright, so let's head out. Go talk, see if we can, like, analyze the king. The king, in quotes.
The youngster wrinkles his nose at the box of food. The elderly alien blinks as he awakens, and then scowls furiously.
Oh, you're right, I'm sure.
Long-faced priest bothering me again? And your queenly dark companion? Well, speak up.
Right, I agree with you,
lady.
Cadix.
Why are you not guarding the royal throne?
Your most puissant majesty, I left the throne warded by the royal guardian Confucius, who will not permit the unworthy to sit there without first establishing the quality of their bloodlines and noble privileges.
That's a pretty good one.
As a queen in my own right, I do not act according to your most puissant...
The elderly alien looks slightly puzzled.
You think us a fool, do you? We...
Oh, God damn it. Damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it. These ones are really... The last couple have been really tough. Okay. So let's see what happens.
This individual is a bit elderly, but not in too bad shape when you take that into account.
I already know about that. We can try to do that, Premetin, yeah.
The elderly alien blinks.
You, the long-faced, your most puissant match as a queen in my own.
The elderly alien looks
For one who has such a queenly bearing, you have been ill-schooled in the true meaning and importance of duty. You gave your word to appear, and
Alright, I don't even know if I need to worry about him. Probably not, but... Okay. So let's see what happens if we deal with a nutrient dispenser. Yeah, I mean, I have the clue book. I just have been trying to avoid using the clue book. Alright, let's try...
This is a really bad idea.
Okay.
This is a really bad idea.
Alright, so much for that idea.
The room is filled with the rich scent of a large countertop well suited as a...
Alright. Mal, can you... See, but how are we going to convince her...
Hi there, I'm Captain James. Are you feeling all right? You look so sad. Hi, are you feeling all right, ma'am?
I'm a bad mother. I tried to do...
Who died? What?
I did it.
A mother's job can be difficult. Why do you think you would...
I'm eating with the phase...
The woman's eyes brim with tears.
Nah, this is just on loop. I don't... Yeah, but the thing is, even if I put the keg back on the workbench, I mean, I'll do that, but even if I put the keg back on the workbench, what is that? I mean... I don't know what that's supposed to... Chaotix, what that's gonna... I mean... I don't know what this does. Like, so I put this back here. Okay. Now it says the thing about the nutrients. See, if I phaser it, all it's gonna do is get rid of the stuff in the keg. Yeah, the problem is I can't use the phaser on the burping thing because it doesn't give me the option Chaotix. I'm frozen watching it as it does it. It goes up and does what it... I can't, like, shoot at it while it's up. And I've tried to use the phaser on the little door and it doesn't do anything. Putting the nutrient container on the food dispenser. On the food dispenser. Oh, that's interesting. I haven't done that. I could try that. Yeah, and as far as the thing is concerned, phaser it, but the thing is I'm worried about phasering it again. Alright, I mean, I'll try it, but I'm worried about phasering it again, honestly.
I do not think this accomplishes anything at this point.
Well, that answers that.
I do not think this accomplishes...
So that doesn't do anything. Now it's going to scan. Not enough nutrients. And see, I can't phaser it while it's doing that.
A single feeder hose inserts itself. You take the metal keg.
That's a good thought, Treyhold. Let me try doing that. Let me try doing that, and then I'll also try doing the nutrient... I guess actually that's what both of you guys said was the nutrient container.
No, I don't think that's necessary. No, I don't think that's necessary. No, I don't think that's necessary.
Alright, so that doesn't work.
No, I don't think that's necessary.
So I can't put the keg on there.
Jim, I don't think that would be a good idea. It will just get reprocessed into another meal.
No, I don't think that's necessary.
I can put the food on the medical chair, but if I put the food on the medical chair, I'll show you what it does. It just says that it analyzes the food, but...
A light scans the food box and...
The food in this box has been prepared.
And it just tells you about all the drugs and chemicals in it, but it says you can't take the drugs out of the food. The arrow is what leads to, it's like a garbage station, I
This room
think.
gives the impression of being two disparate things joined for an obscure reason. An unremarkable piece of furniture. This room gives the impression.
I mean, I can't use the light on the keg. I guess I could put the blocks in the keg. Ooh, wait, blocks.
You arrange the blocks on the table in some nice patterns.
Captain Kirk, is anything being accomplished by doing this?
Do you have some in...
Maybe I can do that on the table in there. Because I'm going to guess that the blocks on the table here are not going to be helpful, right? Like, I can't do... Does this happen?
A light scans the blocks and the computer screen lights up.
The chemicals present are unsuitable for medical use through the presently available processing mechanisms. This constellation of chemicals, heated in an appropriate medium, would supply appropriate fertilizing nutrients to growing plants.
So the blocks. It's the blocks. It's something about the blocks. The blocks are the chemical, I guess, that I need to use, but where am I going to put that? Can I put those in here? I put the blocks in there, and then it mixes it with the food, maybe?
A light scans the blocks, and after a protracted pause, a mechanical arm pushes them onto the floor where you retrieve them.
Okay.
Do you have some in...
Shut up, McCoy.
Do you have some in...
Keg on the workbench, blocks into the keg. Yeah, exactly. I ought to be able to.
Inert organics including phosphorus, nitrogen, ammonia, and calcium compounds. In this form, impractical to use as fertilizer.
Holy crap, Durbin. What is up, dude? It has been a really long time. Good to see you, man. I hope everything's okay. I haven't talked to you in ages. I'm not 100% sure yet, Dragon. I'm not sure. I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to do for it. But...
Do you have some in...
Captain, stop for a moment. I think there must...
Okay, right. So, if I put the keg on the workbench...
No, I don't think that's necessary.
I think you should shut the hell up. Okay.
Inadequate nutrients.
So I can't phaser the blocks, but I could put the blocks in the keg and then phaser that.
Single feeder hose.
All right, and then put that in there.
The blocks fit.
There we go. There we go. Now we phaser it. Now we phaser it. The blocks. Okay, phaser it.
The container heats up slowly and the sound of bubbling echoes from inside. You stop and the container quickly cools.
Okay.
I think that did it, Captain.
Now what?
This container of nutrient broth is ready for use.
Good. So now, pick up the keg.
You take the metal keg.
Now we use the metal keg on the plant thing.
No, I don't think that's necessary.
Shut up, I think it is. There we go.
You settle the container back into the niche it was removed from. The feeder hose, looking shiny and clean, rides out on some mechanism and reattaches
It's
to
going
the
all right,
filled
dude.
Container. You hear gurgling and see the nutrient broth
I'm glad about
begin
that.
swirling through the liquid medium. The dying plants seem to perk up before your very eyes.
Progress, people. Progress, people. So...
These plants look green and healthy, with strong stems and shiny leaves. The species still seems a bit strange, but you expect that.
Okay.
Nevertheless, even as a youngster,
Yeah,
back
this
in
is pretty
Iowa,
awesome, Durbin.
you
This
knew when
is
a
good
plant
stuff.
could make a healthy comeback, and these certainly are doing so.
Progress is just an illusion. Okay, so now what we do is now we go
Save
tell
me
Maul.
the
All of
previous
that was to
previous
make
game.
Maul feel better. So now we're going to go make Maul, tell Maul that this happened. Now we're going to tell her that we're all good.
I there, I'm Captain. Are you feeling all... You look so... Hi there. Are you feeling all right, man?
I'm a bad mother.
Who died? What?
I did it.
A mother's job. Why do you... A mother's job can be... Why do you think you were the one who killed...
I'm eating what the phase makes for me, so I'm just...
The woman's eyes brim...
Wait, I have... What? I have the plants. I fixed the plants. Farm boy. Farm bow. Farm bow. Oh, man. Okay. So wait, I need to... Right, so I need to get the flippin'... Now I need the plants. Okay.
The species still...
Jim, we don't have time for that now.
Shut up, McCoy.
The nutrient deficiency has already been...
No effect.
You really meant farm bow. Farm bow.
Hi there, I'm Captain. Are you feeling all... You look so sad. What did it...
Do you have any children, sir?
A mother's job can be difficult. What died? A mother's job can... What died?
I was thinking of hurting myself, and the phase told me that wasn't good. That was true.
Oh, he needs fresh fruit. He needs fresh fruit.
But when I tend the plants in the garden, some of them died.
The ones that give fresh fruit.
The ones that
I need to give fresh fruit.
You didn't mean to kill the plants, did you?
No, of course not. Before Tuscan ruined the reader in the phase oratory, I read about those plants. They need phosphorus, nitrogen, ammonia, and calcium compounds to grow their best. Something's wrong now. I think that's how I killed them. Plants aren't getting fertilized, and I don't know how to fix it.
The woman's eyes brim with tears, and she can't continue the conversation.
Okay, so, fresh fruit. Fruit! Fruit! Sign me up, baby. Oh, God damn it. Give me that fruit. Fruit, 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 fruit.
The red fruit comes free easily, dropping into your hand like it belongs there.
Hell yeah. Alright, we got fruit.
Save new game.
Now we got fruit.
Replace
So now we
fruit.
can use that fruit to actually give the food to the sun. I can try with Maul, too. Fastest growing fruit in the galaxy.
You got the plants to give fruit again, and I'd given up. Oh, I'm so happy. But I don't want to eat this. My son loves fruit, can't get enough, and I want him to have this. Please take it to him. He should be playing in the sleeping hall. I've warned him about not talking to strangers, but it's all right if you do so. You can tell him I said it was okay.
Okay. Let's get the hell out of here. Shut up, Klingons. Let's get out of here. Let's go, let's go, let's go. You know, I wonder if this isn't part of another test. Remember the aliens that have been testing us earlier? I wonder if those Klingons are not really Klingons, but are actually aliens again. Make a killing off that fruit.
This is for me? Wow, thank you. Mom would really be happy. She has been so sad about not being able to give me what I like to eat. Even though I told her it was okay, she was really, really sad. Now she'll be really happy. Thank you.
Okay, can I talk to you now?
Hi there, remember me?
Uh-huh. I remember. You wanted to ask me about something.
It's true,
Tell
Mark.
me about Tuscan and his friends. Tell me about the playroom. Tell me about your mom. I think that's all for now. Tell me about Tuscan and his friends.
Tuscan and his friends aren't nice to me. They're nice to my mom because they trust her, though. She's the only one that brings them food. Sometimes she brings me safe food, too, but she hasn't lately. I get pretty hungry because the safe food I put away in a secret place isn't any good anymore.
Tell me about
what
Tell
secret
me about
place?
The playroom.
It's through there, through the east door. Tuscan and his friends have taken it over. They play mean, except they don't play mean to my mom.
Maybe both.
That's on account of they think
It's a
she
secret
won't let
identity
the
lamp.
food be bad.
Tell me about your mom.
Her name's Maul. She takes care of the garden, but she gets real sad a lot. She brings me fresh fruit, says it's good for me. I like fresh fruit, whole bunches. She hasn't brought me any in a while, and what I put away in a secret place isn't looking good anymore.
Tell me about Tusk. Tell me about the food.
The food out of the machines can make me feel really sleepy and not very good. Mom says it's because of the stuff they put in the food. Tuscan says it's poison and won't take any food from anyone but my mom.
So we need something to calm him down.
Good food away in a secret place, but the food doesn't look so good anymore. Do you want to see?
Sure, why don't you show us? No, I don't. I think that's all for now. Sure, why don't you show us?
The youngster opens a hidden cabinet near him, and a sour smell like rotting fruit flows from the opening.
See, it went bad.
All right, let's analyze this and see what this is. All right, rotting fruit.
A surprisingly well-concealed storage space, Captain. Capable of containing approximately
Yes, Spock.
1/3
Clearly what I was interested in was the storage space. Could you analyze the flippin' fruit?
decomposing organics, Captain, including alkaloid compounds.
It's slippery, sloppy, stinky, and goopy, but you collect what's there into a large specimen bag.
Okay. So we got the specimen bag. All right, let's save this.
Save new, replace previous.
All right. Now let's go back to Maul. Let's talk to her. See if we can convince her to give fruit to what's-his-face. Yeah, I was wondering about that. Not so far, I don't think. I still need to convince Maul to give this food to Tuscan. Okay, I talked to your son.
I have to thank you again for what you did for my son. I was feeling so depressed because I couldn't give him the food I know is better for him than what the Fays make in the machinery. I don't trust the machinery food, and that's why I tended the garden, made fresh food. Even Tuscan will eat food I give to him, and he doesn't trust anyone. If you ever need help, just show me what you want to give him.
Okay, so now, here's the question, chat. Now we can decide. So now we've got some options, guys. So we could, so if we give him this food, this is the food that's got the basically the calmants, right? The tranquilizers and stuff like that. So we could give him this, right? We could give him the tranquilizer thing, which might calm him down. We could give him the rotten fruit, presumably. But I don't know what good the rotten fruit would do, necessarily. And then we can use the alkaloid plus the wire and the light to do something, would be my guess. So I'm guessing we give him... I'm guessing that what we should be doing is giving him the machine food to calm him down. That's what I would guess. So we'll give that a try.
Tuscan will only accept food from you. You said you'd help us after we helped you. Will you give this to Tuscan?
Sedatives, yeah, thank you.
Tranquilizer levels don't have a normal effect on Tuscan. They might make him mad, or almost anything.
That's it.
If there was a way to increase the dosage in one box of food, I'd deliver that for you. But this would be trouble.
All right.
The youngster Stambob comes to the doorway.
Mom, these nice people got me some fruit. It's fresh and everything, so you don't need to be sad anymore.
Son, I'm so glad. It means the plants are healthy again and
Oh, I'm not
won't
sure
have
that
to
they're
eat
not
food
saying
I'm
machine
not
food
sure
is
is
better than
good for
natural
you.
food.
Thank you, strangers.
I'm going back to my room, Mom. But I wanted you to know.
It's like, thanks, creepy kid.
Captain, that would not be a logical action.
God damn it.
She looks at you with disgust and refuses the food.
Wait a second. Can I make... What if I analyze this food?
A light scans the reeking glop, and the computer screen lights up.
Lamp.
The alkaloids present in this organic mass can be reduced to
That's
a
it.
high-potency tranquilizer. The undesirable emetics and purgatives can be eliminated. The resultant drug should be mixed with prepared food.
That's it, chat.
Eaten to produce a soporific effect. Do you wish to prepare the specified
Yes, I do.
tranquilizer from this mix?
Yes,
No, Skipper,
I
we'll just
do.
put the- Yes, continue.
Done. The drug is prepared. Bring over the food you wish dosed with the drug, and the tranquilizer will be added.
That's what I'm talking about. What I'm talking about.
A light scans the food box and the computer screen lights up.
The food in this box has been prepared with standard quantities of the high-potency dosage of alkaloid tranquilizer you have prepared.
Yes.
May be added now, if you wish.
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
Okay. So now we have the high potency
Save
food.
and replace
Okay. So now we have the high potency food. Wait, where to go?
I think this machine is more up.
No effect. No effect.
Wait, what?
No effect.
Where's the food? Oh, that's the food. Okay.
Tuscan will only accept
That was
food from
scary.
you.
I was like, what?
You said you'd help us after we helped
Okay.
you. Would you give this to Tuscan? It's heavily medicated, but that might help Dr. McCoy here to do something so he's better off.
I'll take this to Tuscan now because I trust you. Go back to him and show him your food. He'll call for me, and I'll give him this instead. He'll be a good boy.
All right. All right, now we're going to go in. Give him the tranquilized food. Wish him nighty-night.
Protect me. They're after me. We'll hurt you.
Gross.
So just stay back.
We really don't want to hurt you.
Wait, where's the goddamn food?
See here, Captain Claw. I told
The Klingon observers.
What? Am I blind? Where is the food? Where is the goddamn food? Did I somehow leave it on the thing? Oh, she said to talk to him. She said to talk to him? Did she really? Why are you I thought she said give him the food. Oh. No. You know what it is? See, this is dumb. Every so often an adventure game does something like this, even a good one. So I need to get the old box of food so I can hand it to him and he can be like, no, and then she brings in the other box of food. That, again, that's busy work to me. So, no, you know, I haven't, Durbin. I have to be honest. I'm not sure that I'm feeling it, man. I liked Shadow of Mordor a lot, but the part of it that, I mean, I enjoyed the story and I enjoyed that part of it, and I'm not... The whole, like, orcs fighting orcs thing repeatedly is not really my bag that much, so I'm not sure, honestly. I like Shadow of Mordor a lot, but I'm not sure that I want to do Shadow of War. I kind of wish they had focused on other aspects of it, to be honest with you.
The box of prepared food.
Okay, so now we can go in and give him the box of food, and then he'll go like, no, use the other food. Yeah, so I'm not sure what I think about it. I mean, I'm not sure, but... Have you started it yet, Derb? Okay, keep going.
Protect me. They're after. We'll hurt you. So just.
We really don't.
All right.
See here, Captain Claw.
Shut up about Captain Clark. Ah. You like Shadow Mordor better? Yeah.
It looks like good, wholesome. Maul? Where's Maul? I don't take nothing.
Here she is. There's Maul. Got your food, Tuscan.
Call for me, Tuscan? I thought you might be hungry, so I brought you something you can safely eat. You know you can trust me, Tuscan.
You can trust her, Tuscan.
I know I can. And I am hungry.
Exactly,
I didn't
Gross.
want to eat something I couldn't be sure of, though. Give me that. Now I want to take a nap. Maul, you watch out for me, okay?
Nice. Okay. Now we gotta save this because... Okay, we gotta be careful about this now.
He appears quite disturbed and agitated, even when unconscious.
Alright, can you fix him?
Captain, he's unconscious. I can't see any point in putting...
You're supposed to be measuring him, you jackass.
Jim, he has fairly extensive brain damage and may be causing paranoid delusions. It's also resulting in increased levels of hostility. His adrenaline levels run quite high.
Hey, what's up, X5?
There's been organ damage from the extreme stress.
Oh, really, Derm?
Violence is not the correct...
Wasn't asking for violence. Was asking to analyze him.
You gotta fight me first if you want to get to Tuscan. And I love a good fight.
I listened to my brother Rackaback. Well, Tuscan's just confused. I don't think I should go into it right now, but he thinks if people knew all about this place, they'd hurt his mind. Actually...
Be careful, brother. Remember that Tuscan warned us people might seem nice, but not really be nice.
I don't know what would happen, actually. After all, I can't read
Not
the
sure. I'll be
future.
completing this mission, I think, X5.
I'm more interested in a good...
I am feeling a little down, Captain Kirk. But don't bother about me. I'll be all right.
What the f...
Captain, I think there must be some other way to...
I
don't understand what you...
know he's unconscious. You wanted me to make him unconscious for the love of...
A rather debilitated individual, male.
But what? I have no idea what I'm supposed to do here. What the heck is this? I mean, maybe?
You stay away from my brother.
His strength appears to be very impressive, Captain.
Rackaback falls, defenseless against the power of the phaser.
An inelegant solution, Captain Kirk, but efficient.
Violence is not the...
I bet I'm going to get nailed for that too.
No, I don't think...
Captain, he's unconscious.
Violence is not the...
What are you going to do? You won't hurt him, will you?
I would expect a reduced element of risk having touched the mind of another individual of his race. This subject does not appear to be physically or mentally healthy, and unlike the previous subject, Tuscan is not at all a passive personality. To emerge unscathed, I will have to tread lightly.
No, Spock, I don't think this is a... Proceed, Mr. Spock. Doctor. No, Spock. Proceed, Mr. Spock. Doctor, please monitor them both.
Make it so.
Out to get me. I know they're out to get me.
This is awesome.
My brain is damaged. And they want to make me different.
It's in a Nimoy.
I won't like me different. Puzzlewit might know about me. Know how to burrow into my brain. How to different.
It's creepy.
She'll make them rewire my brain. But I don't want that. I am who I am. Puzzlewit and Gormagon. Gotta watch Gormagon. Because he knows the secret entrance to the burrow.
Secret entrance.
So long as his brother keeps it in line, he'll keep the secret. Maybe. Gotta keep Puzzlewit away from Gormagon. Because otherwise, they'll gang up on me. They'll gang up on me.
This is so good.
They'll rewire me. Rewire my brain. They'll hurt me. I have to stop them before they hurt me.
Jim, you've got to stop this. He's going to burst a blood vessel if he keeps this up.
Spock! Spock, snap out of it.
I must apologize for creating a problem, Captain. Tusken's mind is strong, although severely illogical and extremely violent.
Tell me what you learned, Spock. I think the Klingons might want to know about it also. I don't want to hear you report. Tell me what you learned, Spock. I think the Klingons might want to know about it also.
Tusken believes he is empathically linked with this ship, identifying his madness with some known or imagined failure of the ship's computer control.
I knew it was about Tusken.
He fears being rewired, which suggests that he may know something that should be corrected in the ship's computer.
What was all that about secret entrances to burrows? Sounds Freudian to me, and Puzzlewit. Wasn't Puzzlewit the name of a female you performed a mind meld on in the oratory?
You're right. There is a secret way into the computer control room, into the heart of the phase. I could show you, but I'm not sure what to think of you. I just don't know if I should trust you.
Well, Gormagon, I think you should trust them. They've repaired the garden, which is good for all of us. They gave fresh fruit to my boy Stan Bob when even his own mother couldn't manage that.
Well, despite some misgivings I had, I'll accept what others have said about you.
That's when talk about
I
Gormagon.
think I should show you the way into the heart of the phase. The secret entry that Tusken is so afraid of. I feel that something good can come of this.
Well, well. Open sesame.
Save new game. Replace previous.
Ah, the burrow, I assume. What do we got, guys?
This is not a life form, Captain, but it does register with biomagnetics and considerable electrical.
That was super awesome, that voice acted by Nimoy
This
there.
is the heart of a functioning, artificially intelligent construct.
Okay.
Nothing unusual about that object, Captain.
Alright, can you get it running?
Based on information I acquired from my interaction with Puzzlewit, we need a connector and some wire to repair this, Captain.
We got just that, Mr. Spock. We've got just that. I provide you a connector.
If you'll bring that over to me, I might have a better suggestion if I took a closer look at it.
Okay. Take a look at it, Clara.
I worked with things like these when I was younger. Given our surroundings, see if you don't find this more useful.
Good guy, Clar. See, I think this whole thing is a test. I think this is set up this way. Wait. What did you just do?
A somewhat small greenish-blue blanket.
I don't remember what the hell.
A constructed mechanism permitting an electrical power supply to be safely joined to an appliance or device.
Lovely.
Allow me, Captain. Let me do that. The information I acquired from Puzzlewit's mind indicates this could be a delicate operation, easily mishandled. I think you will find it fits just here.
Okay.
Lieutenant
love that they
Uhura,
use the
if you will
actual
bring over that
original
length
series
of
music.
wire while I hold this in place, I believe we can get this repaired speedily.
Certainly, Mr. Spock. With that in place, I can see that it will easily fit. Here.
The final connection is made, and Uhura smiles widely.
That's it! That fixes the broken connection.
Thank you. I am now once again whole, and no longer an intelligence divided against myself. The system you repaired will re-enable me to analyze and update received data from external and internal sensor systems, altering conceptual constructs of previously acquired data. These systems appear to have been malfunctioning for some time, although it will take additional review to clarify all conditions.
Still creepy computer.
Much may have been lost permanently.
Jim, do you notice? The phase isn't switching between I and we like it did in the oratory. And the voice is a single note, not a harmonic chord of blended voices.
And it hasn't suggested we go get something to eat either.
I am chagrined that my disabilities have endangered my mission. The compassion was launched with the best of intentions. If I can answer anyone's questions, I will endeavor to do so.
Captain Kirk, you don't mind if I ask a question, do you?
You'll get your turn, Klingon. Just hold your horses. Other things come first. Be my guest, Captain. Ask away. Be my guest, Captain. Ask away.
That you give me first place to speak is a mark of honor, Captain Kirk, and does not pass unnoticed, particularly in light of the urgency of your own question.
I'm almost positive this guy's not a Klingon.
This ship passed through the heart of Klingon space. We were not even aware of it until it was nearly out of our territory. We backtracked it and found it must have closely approached places we find sensitive. We expect assurances that data you may have collected there will not reach the hands of those who mean us harm.
We seek proof. We expect you to download your entire memory into our ship's computers, that we may search it for data you have no right to.
Thereby would you not acquire data to which you have no right?
My age speaks too strongly. While it is true we are interested in the knowledge and technology you possess, technology to pass through our empire undetected, knowledge of how to twist space back upon itself.
Amen.
For that data, we will treat with you as one civilized people with another. But it is a justified request that we ask you to destroy all data.
This guy's a little bit broad-minded.
Within our borders.
Had I any data, I would agree to seal it. However, as you should have deduced, I have none. Until my sensory systems were repaired, my ability to receive and process data was severely impaired, especially in regard to external data updates. Based on my presentry analysis of nearby space, I would speculate that my only data on your present sphere of influence would be as that area of space existed a very long time ago indeed.
That is information for us to know, not you. Erase it.
Silence. Hey,
Silence.
We would welcome access to that information, but on the same basis as we would bargain with you for technological data. We have more to offer with you, I believe, than the Federation represented by these others.
So web cordo.
Phase, do not be hasty making that decision.
I lack sufficient data to make any assessment. I can give no answer at this time.
The primary reason we came aboard was to find a way to stop you from landing on top of our colony on Atopus, which would certainly kill thousands of our people.
Right,
Now
Miranda?
that your external sensors are functional, have you altered your plans about where you intend to put the ship down?
Okay.
How did your systems become damaged?
I'm curious about what your builders really had in mind, shipping off all these people off planet. There seems to have been some shadier agenda. The eugenics wars of our own past produced some of the ugliest abuses in human history. And notorious characters like Khan Noonien Singh, whose name still resounds with infamy.
That's
How
McCoy
is the
saying
ship
this.
you call the Compassion justified?
I'd be interested to learn more about those who built this ship. Their achievements certainly seem erratic.
These are
in
very
sophistication,
different choices.
But much of it goes beyond even what we are capable of accomplishing today. For example, the Paralens medium for recording computer data is something we are only now beginning to explore. I think there's much to be learned from these people. That's all for now, FaZe. I assume the primary reason we came aboard... How did your systems become damaged?
Let's start with that.
I am sorry I cannot explain this at this time.
Con.
I do not even know if it is explicable. But I will search my memory for an answer for you. Then are there other questions?
The primary reason we came aboard... Please clarify the anomalies we have perceived while being on board.
I am sorry I cannot Then are there other questions?
The primary reason we came... Please clarify...
I'm curious about...
I'd be interested to learn more
about
those...
My best recommendation is to examine the library records under Builders or Technology.
So remember that, guys.
There is
Library
more
records.
data
Builders?
I can easily explain.
Builders or
I
technology?
haven't made it available. I should have done that immediately. I can't imagine why I didn't think of it.
Hey there.
Fascinating, Captain. That instance of forgetfulness makes it possible to speculate that the phase is not wholly restored after all.
Then are there other questions?
The primary reason we came aboard... Please clarify...
I'm curious about what your builders...
I have no information about your eugenic explorers. But a fundamental social philosophy of the Builders was that civilized people of goodwill would tolerate and value variability as a sign of cultural and social health. That a civilization will be judged by its tolerance of disparate ideas, by how it treats those who cannot protect themselves, be they very young, very old, or otherwise challenged.
This is all true, but why send them away?
Altruism extended to those less powerful, even when rightfully in possession of something desired.
A central aspect of Vulcan philosophy is embodied in the Idic, infinite diversity in infinite combinations. It would seem the Builders pursued similar high ideals.
High ideals, perhaps, but that does not explain why these people are in space phase.
More than this I cannot explain. However, you can locate additional library data under the heading Compassion.
So...
Then are there other questions?
So
the
build...
primary reason we came aboard was to find a way to stop you from landing on top of... Please clarify the anomalies we have perceived while being on board.
So buildings... So can you guys remember this? Builders, technology, and compassion. Builders, technology, and compassion.
I'd still like to know a little more.
I would still like to learn more about these people.
That's all for now, FaZe. The primary reason we came aboard...
No, Captain Kirk. I will certainly not set the Compassion down in a populated area, now that I can see it is there. I am at present in communication with the planetary authorities, and they are directing me to a stationary orbit until further arrangements can be made for my wards. Then are there other questions?
Is the ship still set to land on Atibus Colony? Please clarify.
I'd still like...
That's all for now. Is the ship still set? Please...
I would still...
That's all for now, FaZe. I assume we can talk to you if we have more questions.
I will do my best, Captain. Although intelligent entities often find that there are more questions than answers.
Okay, builders, technology, and compassion. So...
Save new game. Replace previous.
Okay. So...
This palm-sized lens glitters like iridescent crystal.
Uhura, doesn't
Thanks,
this remind
Gross.
you of...
Yes, Captain. This appears to be an intact paralens. The glass shards I noticed in the oratory are probably the broken remnants of others like
Yeah,
this.
but they need to have the underpinning to make that work, in fairness.
This palm-sized...
This crystal construct has an unusual light-scattering property.
I know that. Do I have to take that? Is that the idea?
The crystalline lens feels cool and surprisingly heavy, with smoothly polished edges. This mechanical device...
Okay, so...
I do not believe I can directly interface...
Okay, so can I use this? Nope. This on that, I hope.
The lens slips easily into the
There we
terminal's
go.
reading port and the screen activates.
Compassion. Diab Chamber Phila Builder Technology. Exit Compassion.
Let's start with the compassion. That's this ship.
The name of a Cetic class starship. The name signified the compassion for the travelers, all of whom were diagnosed with life quality inhibiting disorders of Class 3 or higher. After a full generation of debate on ethics, a consensus opinion was reached, the so-called Diagi decision. Final planned destination of the compassion was a return to Shambrum in 4 generations.
Now, just 1 minute, FaZe. Are you listening? You keep saying you can't remember or you lack data or what have you. Even the library data seems vague, incomplete, and contradictory. If you don't know, then who does?
Forgive the pause. I had to think long and hard to discover if you had correctly passed this final test.
The test.
You correctly identify the heart of the matter. Let me introduce you to my builders.
This is madness! FaZe, what is this?
Despite our misgivings, you have shown yourselves to be the representatives of spacefaring peoples we, the Brassica, would most trust to make first contact with. The contest has been in progress for some time, situations in which your true colors have been explored. The invitation has been made. You may return to your ship if you prefer, or you may step through whenever you are ready. Then, the final round begins.
I think you have it right, Captain Clark. This is madness, Jim.
I think, Bones, it's Shakespeare who had it right. Though this be madness, yet there is a method in it.
I agree with the sentiment, Captain Kirk. There is something more going on here, far deeper than first appearances have suggested. I imagine you will accept the invitation. I will certainly choose to go, whether you do or not. I believe the invitation is extended to all.
I will not permit that, Captain Clark. I will take all methods to prevent you.
Shut up,
I will
Aide.
not go. It is certainly a Federation trick.
You begin to sound like Tusken in the other room. Get a grip of yourself and act like an officer.
Dude. That is no joke right there. Okay, so we gotta save this.
Save new, replace pre.
Okay.
This doesn't seem appropriate at
Alright, let's see. Nope.
This palm-sized lens glitters like...
No, I don't think that's...
I assume that's a
Captain,
yes.
This is a unique opportunity. I believe we must take this opportunity. I also believe that Captain Clark's presence will prove an asset. I am less than sanguine about Clark's aide accompanying us, however.
Same to you, Vulcan. What are you going to do about it? Pinch me in the neck?
Please, please let me pinch him in the neck. Please let me pinch him in the neck. Please, please pinch him in the neck.
Startled, the Klingon's eyes glaze even as he glares furiously, struggling to remain conscious.
Captain, I told you they couldn't be trusted.
I'll send you back aboard, Raul. But unless the humans betray me, I have to pass through that portal to explore what lies beyond.
What are you gonna do? Pinch me in the neck? Pinches him in the neck. But I don't know whether to do that. I don't know whether that's gonna be seen as problematic. I don't... Oh, man. I don't know.
Captain, this is a unique opportunity. I also believe that Captain...
Save new game. Replace, delete previous, cancel, save new game.
No, not in the original series, Edmendo. Okay, let's see.
I am determined to go explore. There may be dangers, but I accepted that challenge the first day I decided to make my life in space.
Let's do it then. Actually, wait. Just for curiosity's sake, McCoy.
I'm a little dubious, Jim, but that's what we're out here for in the first place. I say let's go for it. I even think this may be an interesting experiment in diplomacy to have the Klingon present on such an expedition.
Yeah, and Trelane actually shows up in this game.
Lure of the unknown, Captain. That's what makes life worth living. It's why I joined Starfleet. A chance to communicate with other people, other places, strange new worlds. I don't believe we can turn our backs on this opportunity.
Wait, no. That's not what I meant to do.
It seems to be stuck.
Oh. Alright, never mind then. As you were.
Mr. Scott, they've disappeared off the sensors.
What do you mean, laddie?
They've just vanished.
So the first one was, though this be madness, and this is, yet there is method in it, which is the last mission. Whoa!
Captain's log, stardate 6269.3. The landing party and the Klingon Captain Klar have passed through a portal in time and space. We're about to face tests by the Brassica. Success will mean formal relations. Failure will mean unknown.
Welcome. We applaud your willingness to confront the unknown.
Please tell us what's going on. Where are we?
Patience. I cannot answer all yet. Those elements of our society still ill at ease with your cultures have more questions.
We've had enough. No more foolish tests.
Yeah, that's exactly what we'd say.
More tests. Let's just get on with it. I'd like to hear what the others think. We've had enough. More. I'd like to hear what the others think.
Yeah, I may do that again, Miranda, actually, and I thought about contacting the ship, too.
I will withdraw until you address me again.
Okay. So, looks like the vegetable voice. Alright. So let's do this. Alright.
Nothing to report, Captain.
So see, it doesn't make a difference. Doesn't make a difference, Miranda.
Mr. Scott, they've disappeared off the sensors.
What do you mean, laddie?
They've just vanished.
Okay. So, yet there is method in it, which is the final mission of the entire game.
Captain's log, stardate 6269.
Okay, I already know about that.
We applaud you.
Please tell us what's going on.
Patience.
We've had enough. No more foolish tests.
Actual voice actors. Yes, indeed, likes the bacon.
More tests. I'd like to hear what the others think.
I will withdraw until you address me again.
Okay, first of all, let me save this part of it quickly.
Save new game.
I am enjoying it a ton. Yeah, I really am. This mission in particular, the last section of this mission has been really awesome. Alright, so I'm going to talk to them quickly and save it. And then, these are all the actual voices, yep. Every single one of them. In fact, it's the last time, I believe, that DeForest Kelley ever played McCoy. Because this is 90-something, I don't remember which, but it was after the Undiscovered Country, Star Trek 6. So it's all the originals. Chekhov, Sulu, Scotty, Uhura, Spock, Kirk, McCoy. So...
The Brassica are calling the tune and expecting us to dance, Captain. It might be undignified, but all of us can make valid, responsible choices and stand by the consequences.
Okay, Spock.
Captain, even though isolated, the Brassica are quite advanced. It's certain their insights will be unusual and enlightening. The logical course is to establish a dialogue.
Yeah, it's really impressive. What do you think?
I am grateful you included me, Captain. Representing the Klingon Empire, I believe we must not be cowed. Passivity may be regarded as undesirable to them.
We must not be cowed.
If I was meeting us, I'd be skittish too. We've gone this far, there's no sense in quitting now.
Lovely. Okay.
Save
So...
new game. Replace previous. Save new game.
Nope. I meant...
Save new game. Replace previous.
This is what I meant, which is... our continuing. So, now, the thing is, so here's the deal. So it's about 5 minutes after 7. I don't have anyone after me, but the problem is I do have work that I have to do. I have dinner that I have to eat. I've already been streaming on my own channel for a while today. So I've got stuff that I've got to do. So I think, guys, what we're going to do here is we will have the final mission next week. Now, my guess is that the final mission is not going to take the entire session. In fact, probably the last mission is going to take about, I don't know for sure, but might take an hour or so, might take a third of the time. And then, because next week is my 100th episode, it's the 100th episode of Pen and Pixels, what I might do next week is I might do a reading because... I might do a reading next week as well, just because that seems to sort of work out. So I might do both of those things. I might do a reading, and I might do this, and that would be a good way to sort of wrap up 100. And then the next Pen and Pixels will be getting back into the next game we're doing, which is going to be Vaporum. I'm going to do a series of that. So, but that's the deal with that. But this is, so I think that's what I'm going to do. But man, this is awesome. I loved Nimoy's voice acting there. Like that was super cool. This mission, that last mission that we just did, was super cool. My problems, my irritations with it, sort of small irritations, are just basically adventure game irritations. You know, where it's like, why do I have to do this to make the other? Like, it doesn't, So that's...
Yes, quit the game.
That's the only thing, but... what are you guys thinking? Are you guys... oh, thank you, Likes the Bacon. I appreciate it. What do you guys think? Are you enjoying this game as much as I am? Because I'm actually really, really enjoying it a lot. Like, I really... As much as I like 25th Anniversary, I really am enjoying this aspect of things. So, yeah. What's not to enjoy? Yeah, well, that's true. That's true, but I'm really digging it. Yeah, I'm really liking it a lot. Oh yeah, we will definitely be doing the D&D stuff. As I mentioned before, I have the entire original series, which I recorded myself on DVD from a combination of videotapes and then recording it on DVRing it basically back in the early 2000s. So I have a combination of all of those things that I was able to copy onto disc. So I have all of my DVD, the entire original season, which I did myself because I was an original series nut. So I love that. But I really liked a lot of the voice acting. I mean, some of the voice acting gets mailed in a little bit from people, and there's a couple things, like I don't know what Uhura is doing in that last mission with us. Like, it feels like they just sent her along to send her. She didn't do anything in particular that was significant or whatever, that couldn't have been done by anyone else. But I do think it's cool that they brought along people that weren't just the main people, I guess. So they had Scotty in the museum piece mission, which I thought was pretty cool. I like the fact that this ties together in one bigger mission, that we've been tested before. So there's one bigger mission and individual episodes and missions going on at the same time. So I think that's neat. I still think that Klar, as the Klingon commander, I still think that's part of the test. I still think that he's not really a Klingon or something. I haven't totally figured it out in my head yet, but I think there's something like that. But I really enjoyed this a lot, so it's going to be cool. Thank you very much for the follow on my channel, SubX. So yeah, guys, that's going to do it for me. I'm going to be back here next week to wrap up this game and look to get ready to start Vaporum, but I'll do a reading, as I say, next week for episode 100. So next week is episode 100 of Pen and Pixels, so it'll be a very special episode, wrapping up Star Trek Judgment Rites and then moving into like I say, doing a little bit of a reading and getting ready to move on from there. So that's going to be cool. I am seriously digging it for that reason. If you liked what you saw and heard here today, please make sure to follow this channel. Remember, it is September, so please sub to the channel if you haven't done so already, because it's half off. You can pay half the amount, and everyone in the channel gets the whole thing, and you will get use of all of the awesome emotes, which you can use Twitch-wide. Please also consider checking us out on our individual channels. A lot of us have subscription systems and Patreons and all that kind of stuff as well, which is really cool. I'm going to be back on Friday night, and I'm going to be doing a special Dungeons & Dragons with viewers. So if you guys are interested in D&D at all and would like to do a one-shot D&D adventure with me and some of your fellow people watching along with you, definitely stop by Friday evening Eastern, probably around 9 p.m. Eastern, somewhere in there, and we're going to do that. And then Saturday, my voice acting team, the Our Vocalists, will be doing more voiceover stuff as well. And I will be back on Tuesday, the Tuesday after that, to start The Last Guardian on my channel, and then I'll be over here, as I say, for episode 100. So that's going to be super, super cool. Thank you to all of you who made this such a wonderful stream today. Thank you to all the mods, as always, for stopping by. Thank you for the really interesting chat, as always, because that is always a pleasure. And again, please make sure to follow us and to check out all the individual folks. That's going to be it for GOG for tonight. The next time you hear from us will be tomorrow, when Boof will come to you with something super awesome, which I don't know what it is yet, but it will be cool. And so you guys should definitely check that out. Thanks, everybody. Live long and prosper, as they say. What is it right there? Live long and prosper. There we are. And thanks, you guys. I will catch all of you soon. I do want to say, actually, one quick thing. Star Trek has always been very inspiring because of its optimism, and I think that there are times when, especially in a world that has some issues, there is something to be said for the positive idealism of what Star Trek could be at its best. And so it's cool to be able to stream a game like this sometimes and to be able to enjoy it with all of you in that way. So in that spirit, again, as I said, live long and prosper, and I'll catch all you wonderful people very soon. Thanks, guys. Have a good night.
Sunday